Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Echoes of Stardust CSG. We're going to go ahead and begin very shortly today. We don't have that many updates, but in general, I just want to first start the music. There we go. So, of course, welcome again back to another Echoes of Stardust session. It is going to be it might be a decently long one, I imagine. We'll see. I think we have two major things to get through today, but we'll kind of feel out today. If it ends up being a more normal to shorter one, then that's fine as well. But regardless, yes, this is or I should say, if you are new to what this is and everything, this is what we call Dream Forge TTRPG. It is a new in-development tabletop RPG, or role-playing game, that we are currently working on. It is rather tested by, I guess, at this point, coming up in the almost 3-year mark, but still somewhat in some general early development stages, I'd say. That being said, though, of course, if you would like to help us with that testing portion of things, you can do so by going into the description of this very video, where you can find the link to all of our socials, and specifically the link to our Discord, where we manage all of the people in our community that would like to try to play Dreamforge or run it potentially for themselves. To that note, we actually have a big kind of, I guess you could say, mini campaign short adventure coming out soon-ish. I'd like to say within this month of February, that'll be releasing. That way that people can try it out and play for themselves with the groups of their choice. More information on that will be in another separate video that is specifically about all that stuff in terms of like what you can expect and such. All of it, of course, will be free. We're just trying to get some people's eyes on things and see what we're working on, so we can help the development process go a little bit quicker, because the more feedback we get, the more changes and things we can make retroactively, the more things we can find that might be issues and fix those as quickly as possible. But yes, in general, outside of that, we'll go ahead and get started here. You are, at this point, somewhat further, or I'd say somewhat decently into the campaign proper, which we have going on here. If you'd like, of course, to watch things from the beginning, you can do so by going to the playlist that is also probably showing up on the screen at the moment, or at least on the information bar. But outside of that, of course, go ahead and strap in, and we'll go ahead and get started here. In the last parts, you all had made your way to the, I believe it was Gareth Steelclaw's workshop to take 2 quests under your, take the attention of 2 quests and complete them. Gareth needs a couple things, but one of the major things he was looking into was trying to get up the communications apparatus around the Lalel area, and not just this settlement, but all of the Lalel zone and proper, with some kind of conversation about them having some things set up in another settlement that's far north of here, even past Quald. They were trying to get everything set up so they can communicate with them in other parts of the Alto network, as they're calling it. But in order to do that, they were going to need some components, and specifically to piggyback off the signal of a waypoint tower. One that they are somewhat aware of that's nearby, but is often guarded by some of the constructs, the beast frame constructs that patrol around their forest. Usually, those constructs are docile, but in this case, around these types of protected zones, as your party and others know, they can be a little bit more defensive and aggressive. So, that being said, the first part of this, I guess this 2-part quest they were doing, was to go to this communications waypoint tower and hack into it to be able to connect the Lalel's own transmission tower. But the second part of their quest dealt with something they had already investigated a little bit ago about the previous day, where they encountered they had heard about some odd behaving constructs in the forest several days ago, actually, and recently kind of went out to go and investigate why that was. finding that some of these constructs seem to be corrupted by some type of unknown, well, it seems to be at this point some unknown machine that might be in the area, or person, after having given them some type of, like, virus, it seems. But not much was really garnered from the initial confrontation the party had yesterday, but over the night, Gareth and it seems like their main guild kind of coordinator here, Afari, were able to dig around in the mind cores of these constructs and discover that they're not just the tampering, but also where this tampering might kind of be sourced to, and moreover where some of these other incidents might be happening. As such, the party's been kind of directed to go to one of these locations and see what they can find, more viscerally. If I remember correctly, that was how you were presented that information. But we'll have to get to that after, of course, we do this. Because now, currently, the party is locked in a battle at the Waypoint Tower kind of facility ruins. The tower is currently in the center area, as I will go ahead and change screens here. There we go. Oh, my mouse is giving out. Stop. You're not allowed to give out yet. I might get another. There we go. Right here, as you can see, our Waypoint Tower in the central area of this place. The party has split themselves into two groups, one acting as a kind of diversionary group that's drawing all the construct attention to themselves, while the others try to sneak in through the northern section, get to the Waypoint Tower's main computer, and or terminal, I should say, and go ahead and set up things there and hack in. We'll have to see how well things go, as at the moment, things seem like they might be going well, though Marliana specifically might have, we'll say, taken a decent chunk of damage from an initial strike, as one of these constructs seemed to have flashed her with a bright light, blinding her, and slammed into her exceptionally hard, dealing some decent damage. And it seems like there might be more constructs soon to be approaching. So yes, that's where we're going to begin today's session. Alright. So, don't mind all the rolls in chat. That was us testing some things for later. Yeah. So these constructs, these spectators as they are, the one over here by Rebecca is not actually, or is going to go ahead and attack her in a moment. However, these two have been kind of going off their patrol, and after hearing that metallic screech sound, it seems to have alerted them that there is an attack going down at the south, and they are booking it. Coming over and seeing you, they're going to make their way over to you, Marliana.
Hey.
And if I remember correctly, they have a 40? They're going to all kind of rush in towards you, and then immediately throw their bodies kind of neck first towards you to kind of slam into you. 15 to hit, I believe will miss you.
Favor. I get favor.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm blind.
I'll just roll a d20 plus 4. They don't really have that good of a plus, but ooh, a 21 to hit.
Yay!
So you are getting attacked from 3 different directions. So which one would you like, if you would like to try to roll or block? Which one would you like to do?
I don't think I can. I can't see the attack.
Rightio. Well, let's see. So that damage was gonna be, you know what? Fari, doesn't she have? I don't think she built any aura focus last turn. Yeah, she just sprinted. Let me see something real quick. Fari does have some options though that might help you. I don't think. Your AC going up like that would not really help. It'd only go up by 1.
But it's 17? Yeah.
No.
They rolled my AC.
Well, she can hit you. She can get you something. Safari does have a spell. just need to see what that spell can do. Ars Refracta. Okay, I need to see what the range of that spell is. Do you happen to have chapter 12 open? I think I closed mine.
I do.
Would you
I'm
please
actually
look up Ars Refract?
Yeah. Oh boy. That's how you spell. Okay. Oh, that's not how you spell. Let's look up refract. Refract is easier.
Or Refract, yeah. That will also work.
Okay. It's a 30-foot range. I think that's a little too far.
Damn, that's a little bit too far. Feldt, does she have anything she can do? I don't think she does. She could body block for you, and she is contemplating it.
I would feel awful if she did that, but I can't stop it.
Does she have any mystical charges? She does? Okay, that's fine. She's got an option she can do if something goes bad. So,
well, when you say go bad, I am about to be brought to 9 health.
yes, so, well, that you're actually probably going to go worse because that's only the damage from one of them. I have to get the group damage.
Oh yeah.
I believe it'll be an extra... One moment, I'll confirm real quick. Group. I can spell words, and I definitely looked up... There it is. There's a horde, damage, breakpoint, blah, blah. Here it is, I need the damage. Cycle, this thing, so, 0 raw damage, single creature, then add a flat amount depending on how many creatures are. So, flat amount is half the average listed damage. Okay, so I need to go check what the average listed damage. 6, so it's 2 other attacking. That'll be... Wait, I'm just reading this just to make sure I know I'm not messing this up. So it'll be half around. So 2, 2. So if you roll 6 initial. Ah, okay, yeah. So it is. Got it. Constructs. I lost track of where I put my construct. Did I close that document? If I close that document, I'm gonna kind of... Oh, there it is. Okay. Spectator. Sorry this is taking so long. Don't worry, I have paused the timer just temporarily, just so I can look this up. Because all they're gonna do is slam. Okay, so 6. Oh, that makes it convenient. Alright, so, an extra 12 damage on top of that. Because it's half of their average for this. So it's 12, it's 6, plus another 6, yes. Are you down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was what, 28 bludgeoning damage. So, as I guess Bari and Feldt would see this, as these things run out of the kind of the forest over here, and then immediately slam into the back of Marliana, and the one that Marliana was blinded by, kind of rears itself back, and then also slams itself into her torso, kind of just knocking the wind out of her, and she falls to the ground prone and unconscious. Now, that's all they can do. This one is then going to try to slam into Rebecca. It does not. Does Rebecca want to try anything, or just let that kind of stay? I think, who is Homie, or are you controlling Rebecca right now?
You mind?
Yeah. I don't mind.
Alright.
Let me see the reflex. Nah, I think she's good.
Was that your injury?
Yes.
Okay. You took 28 damage?
Huh?
You say you took 28 damage, right?
Yep.
Alright. keep track of something. I'm gonna actually pull up another document. By that, I mean I'm gonna pull up my thing here. Okay, cool. And then you said you got her, Eli? Or was that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, you said you're not doing anything?
Doesn't really have any options for real. I mean, she
Counterattack
didn't get hit.
or
Oh, basic counterattack. Is orange bar stamina?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, now that'll go up on her turn, right? That's how that works. Let's counterattack real quick. I might say I don't. I just need. Okay. I would have thought it'd be on chapter 10, but it's counterattack one word.
Might be. Also, if you're looking, I think she has it built in on her sheet. Yep, there it is. Oh wait, it's not. Never mind. It's just agile combat roll. I did not put it on there. I'm sorry.
For 3 stamina points, I can. I mean, since it didn't hit me, the damage reduction.
Yeah, yeah. You don't take damage since it didn't hit you.
All right. Well, what is it? Oh, just an attack roll. All right.
Yes. Weird. When I try to click you, it will not teleport me to you. That's all right. That is a success. So deflect the attack.
And I have to make another attack.
Another one. Yep.
Alright.
It really won't let me click you.
Hey, more damage. Alright, now it's 3 stamina.
Whatever. So that is a hit. I would say, yeah, no, it's gone. So as you kind of block as it tries to slam its body into you, and looks like as you kind of throw it off, it looks like its eye starts to like brighten up, like it's about to try to flash you again. Rebecca probably just kind of kicks the torso of it back, kind of backwards away from her, and then just kind of swings quickly as its neck and head comes down, right across its eye as it just smashes through, and it clumps over, destroyed.
Ah, cool. One down. 2 more to go.
Yep. And at that point, I'd also
and I
say,
was writing this down before. Was that normal damage?
yeah, the which normal damage?
The flashing, was that?
Yes, it's just normal. At that point, I think Rebecca, who's probably been locked in battle with this thing, probably turns around and just kind of like looks over like, I wonder how things are going, and then turns and sees Marliana just laid out on the floor. Oh shit. And Feldt is definitely having a little bit of a concern, like seeing you now laid out on the floor is definitely concerned about your status. What does she have? I don't think saving grace actually helps here. I think it helps if you make a death save. What was that for?
My turn's next, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you're right, it is. Okay, so no. So she, oh man. Okay, she has to do this on her turn, I think. Unless it's a reaction? No, it's a reaction. Make spin. Or as a reaction, creature currently making a death saving throw. Okay, yeah, she's gonna do this. 2 stamina. Alright. Feldt. I don't know why I didn't use her orange bar for stamina, but I'm gonna do that here. Marliana. As you kind of go down and you hit, as you are hit in the back and you feel the impact in your stomach and you collapse down on the ground, there is a kind of moment of, well, there was already darkness, but I'd argue that like more of the blinding was more of like a white light flash in your eyes more than like a complete darkness. Now, as you kind of, it feels like you're kind of slipping for a moment. There's a flicker of light in your eye, and you can hear the sound of Feldt's voice, and she says, "Marliana, please get up." As you feel this kind of warmth fill your body. You are at, I believe, 1 health now.
Yay.
But I need to stop drinking things in the wrong pipe.
Am I still blind?
No. Wait, yes. Because it's until the end of their next turn.
I was hoping that going down would,
It
help
does
with
not
that.
fix that. And also, I need to check something real quick.
What was that?
This word pops up a lot. That's funny.
Where are you? Oh wait, is it lineage? Son of a... Wouldn't have mattered.
What?
Wait, would it have? My life-saving reflexes.
Oh yeah, they probably could have mattered. But
Yeah, it's not anything about seeing the target. It's just when I'm hit.
yeah,
I
just
can
when
use
you're hit.
hammer
Yeah.
point to use damage.
That's alright. Okay, so this is what I was looking at. So, okay, so what's that? Okay, so depending on protection. So, there's 10. Oh no, that was not entry. Okay, cool. Marliana, I need you to roll me a D. Rolling down here to look. 10.
God, a 4.
Okay, not the worst. You suffer as you kind of open your eyes. You can see it's a bit blinding, but the light is kind of subsided. You can see like small figures in your vision. Like you can hear the sounds of the constructs moving around you, and you can hear you can see like a little bit of their figure off, like not too far from you, but it's just hard to fully see their movement. You also feel a little bit, what's the word? You feel as you're kind of like trying to get yourself up just a little bit. There is a bit of bruising on your back, you think? It kind of hurts to kind of move that area.
Oh boy. Oh boy, I don't like the description of that. Hurts to move.
You've suffered a minor bruising injury. Here, I will tell you. I will give you what that is right now. I'm just gonna send that directly to you. Not terrible. It's not actually terrible. I mean, it's not good, but it's not terrible. There are worse things it could have been.
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought.
Like a sprained foot would have probably been worse for you.
Yeah, I think so.
All
right.
But yeah. Outside of that, you're up now. Because I think death saves are made at the beginning of your turn. So you have your turn.
Oh, okay. Well. Alright, I just wanted to write down my injury. Okay, my turn. I'm on the ground. I don't like that. I was reading something. Let me continue. I just need to see. This. Okay. It's kind of really put a little bit of a hindrance in my plan, but only a little bit. It's fine. So, I am going to use something I haven't used since like the very first instance of combat.
Ooh.
Even though I can't see, I still kind of remember the general direction.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
people.
You can tell they're around you. I'd say even being like blinded like this, like you can hear them and kind of like sense that they are at least within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So I am going to target. I need to. Oh, no, it's on. I need to target. All right, I'm going to target this.
Yep, that's the one. Ironically, that would probably knock you out.
Yeah. And I'm going to use spring kick, and I'm not really intending to hit it. But what it
Okay.
does
Doesn't
is while
bring you
I'm
back
prone, it lets me stand up,
Hey.
and if I take a -2 penalty to hit, which I am, I can
Mm.
move 15 feet before or after the attack. I'm going to do it
Hey.
after.
I assume it's
which
without
doesn't
attack
provoke-
opportunity or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. That would
So let's
definitely, I guess you wouldn't really see, but you would just see something that doesn't look like a machine kind of waving something towards you. For Rebecca, she's waving her arms to beckon you forth. Funny that you said you were not trying to hit, because that is definitely a hit.
Maybe. I'm blind.
Let's see. No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
definitely a hit. That's the 21 is enough. Let me check something real quick. You might have just struck with a fucking like passion here. How much damage was that? 15 bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
No, I got 2 chain.
2 chains in this year? Well, I guess you don't need to change anything, because if you went unconscious, you've lost your chain.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But hey, you get 2 chain again. It's as if nothing ever happened, minus the minor bruising. So, Marliana, hearing the sound of Feldt call to you and waking up slowly as you kind of get up and feel this minor bruising, I imagine there's just like this surge of like immediate reaction that you feel like you need to move, you need to do something. And you spring yourself up, you kind of grip the ground tight with your fingers, dig in, and then leap up and just kick the head of this thing clean off, and it just falls backwards. Basically, as you just kind of leap in the air, flipping over it. It just falls backwards on its back. It is dead.
Hell yeah.
That was a one-shot.
Crazy. Alright, let me take my
That's honestly the funny thing is, they're not, like, they're rolling good, but they're really not that strong. You kind of stopped all the strong ones from spawning with your hacking. So, like,
yeah.
they're just throwing themselves into you to kind of, like, do stuff. But, yeah, it's dead. The other ones, seeing now that, like, kind of almost looks like they were beginning to think that you were not a threat, now realize that, you might be. After
No.
that.
No.
Like, like, whoa, well, they're not down. Feldt is thinking about getting between you and them, very soon. But that was only your action, right? You have 2 more actions?
Yeah. And so for 2 actions, I don't know how to feel about saying this, but I'm
Okay.
gonna cast a spell.
Huh.
I'm going to use the Flare Chain Robe's ability
Ooh.
and cast Flare Shield.
Okay. I assume on yourself and someone else?
So it just says.
Or, oh, is it just
Okay,
the...
up to 2 creatures. Up to 2. All
Up
right,
to
so,
creature, yeah.
so I'm going to cast it on myself. I haven't done the thing I wanted to do, so it's just normal looking fire, which I
Yeah,
guess doesn't matter. I can't see it anyways.
that's okay. You can feel a little
and
bit
then-
of warmth around you.
Yeah, and actually, it helps me in particular because it actually creates light. If I'm in
Hey!
the dark. It's not a lot, but it's something.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as it takes effect on me, I'm gonna have 2 little bolts of fire shoot out to Feldt and Rebecca, and they'll
Nice,
get the
nice.
basic version of Flare Shield, which let's see, this would have helped earlier. What is it? It is cold poison and physical damage reduced by a d6, and if it's if it's a melee attack, they get hit by the fire, which is the same or whatever the reduction that was.
Yeah.
All right. And that's 2 actions.
Well, that was
Joint
another
action. I could move. I should move. I'll take the little 15 and just keep going back.
Alright.
Limping my way. It hurts to do that, but whatever.
Hey, it's a triumphant limp, okay? You did just one-shot one of them.
Yeah, alright. I could use a little help if you wouldn't mind.
Rebecca will immediately turn over, realizing that, after seeing that, and she'll just kind of nod like, "What'd I say? Good shot, girl." Look, you got the one who's currently
in the general direction, but not entirely, because I'm still blind. Like,
fair enough.
I do what I can.
Alright, anything else?
I believe that's it.
Alright.
Oh, I should probably have a
Sorry.
red marker for, it's 6 rounds at this shield. What the hell just happened? Where'd my... Oh, I was on Starsha's.
Oh, well. Bari is going to move her way over here. And then she is going to make a jump up here. I think she's gonna leave... No, she'll keep her shot on her. She's gonna leap up here, because you guys have 1 round before this goes. She's gonna make a check, I believe. Does she? Ah, well, she'll pass it either way. She kind of leaps up, kind of kicks off of a rock and part of a little bit of like a overturned trunk, and then lands on the platform up here. She is going to see that the platform is beginning to open, and I think she would have... Yeah, she'll just shoot the other one. She'll get over here. She'll get over here, and then she will activate the thing.
Right, that was the whole goal.
Yes, she's gonna try to... She's gotta hack into it. Okay, I was worried about... I saw that 5, and I was... She's got a good plus, but still. That is enough. She's gonna hack into the thing very quickly, just without even... It almost seems like second nature to her. Immediately shut it down. Actually, she could do something else, too. Things connected to this area. Okay. What does she want to take? Okay. She will do that. She's got access, so... What would be a good symbol for this? I'm not really sure. You know what? Luck. We'll go with that. Alright, so Marliana, as you're looking over, or as you're kind of like, your vision is actually about to clear. You can see like the small inkling of things kind of begin to take form and shape and begin to slowly not be blinded in light. The constructs that are looking at you, one of them starts kind of fidgeting and almost kind of collapses for a second down to a knee. And then it kind of begins to, its eye begins to blink, and it shifts from the red color it was to kind of a, I'd almost describe it as a slight bit of blue with a tint of green. Like almost like a teal. And then it kind of stops, looks over at you, looks over at the other construct, and then you will hear Bari's voice come in, as she says, projecting from the construct, I have this one under control. It shouldn't be too difficult to keep this thing under my jurisdiction for the moment.
That's awesome.
Worry about the other construct. I'll try to help as best as I can. And that, I believe, is her turn. Yeah.
I was looking down. Which one? Oh, I see. There's a symbol.
I put a
there.
little lock on it. I was trying to find a good symbol for it. You're no longer blind. Both of the constructs are dead. Rebecca's turn.
Oh, now she has full stamina. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. Let's move. What's her walking speed? 30?
35? I think it's a little bit higher, right?
I'm on it.
35. 35.
Ooh. Alright, just barely able to make it then. Alright, action move, and then I don't remember what she did the first turn.
I don't either, but she does have 2 maneuver or 2 chain.
Am I? Oh yeah, I see it. I need to zoom in more. I like to see the whole map, but
No, I feel you. I'm also had to zoom in for that.
Alright. Alright.
Doesn't
So
one of her maneuver, her like finishers require only 2 chains?
It's 3.
No, it is. Yeah, it's 2. It's 3 maneuver points, but it's 2 chain. Empowered strike.
I have it written down as 3.
I'm
That different on her sheet?
I'm looking at it on the
That
sheet.
makes sense.
Unless I'm wrong. One sec.
Oh,
Let
yeah,
me
minimum 2. That.
Let me check like my other document, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly the same on mine.
No, on her sheet it's right. I don't know why I wrote 3. Maybe.
Yeah, you probably
maybe,
just mixed up the numbers. It's probably nothing crazy. Happens.
Yeah. All right. Well then, yeah. Let's do a finish.
It's right. It's accurate.
So. Yeah.
I assume I'm the one that is not confirmed.
Yeah. The one, 2 are right. Okay. Well, since. Okay. What the hell is this? Figure it out.
What's
The
wrong?
damage will be wrong because I have it as a minimum 3, not a minimum 2. So.
You want me to fix it for you?
Wait, hold, what? I wrote it. Nothing happened. Fix it. Sure, but it wouldn't really matter in this instance. But I clicked it. It didn't work. No.
Empowering strike. Let's see. It looks like the macro's fine. I think. That looks like a lot of brackets. Wait.
There. Whoa. Okay. I was lagging. I was.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the first empower
the first
strike.
one there.
Which, damn, those damages though. All right. So you said the damage is not exactly right.
So the
I'm guessing the rolled portion is right, but it's the additive.
it's that 9 should be a 6.
Yeah, so
'Cause
it's
it's
3
3
times in
times-
change number. So it's 6. Okay, so it's 3 plus 6, not 3 plus 9. So just minus 3. So that's what, 14 damage? Crazy! But guess how much damage, how much health this thing has?
No, it is 14.
Exactly 14. So
Oh yeah.
she immediately comes through, kind of rushing past the other machine, and after your vision is cleared up, Marliana, just in a swift motion. You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure that her assassin's die also would activate here too, because of the construct now acting as an ally. Just one swift motion, striking with the cutlass, like almost like a rapier, and like a quick inward and kind of U slash. It just slices against the kind of neck and torso area, cuts out one of the main components. It kind of crumples and curls itself and falls over to the ground, its eye glitching and beginning to sputter before dying.
You're not too bad yourself, Rebecca.
She kind of like, just kind of gives like the hair fluff, or the hair flip, and just goes, much more, she would say, yeah, I think she would probably say like, much more reliable than that fox of yours.
Well, that's definitely a statement. I can't deny or agree necessarily yet.
Speaking of
I'm
which,
certain.
What do you think that one's doing right now? We've done our job over here, it seems. Looks at the construct that's under the control. Says, and I guess for that instance, before we get over to them, Feldt is going to immediately rush over to you, and is going to cast a healing spell on you.
Yay.
Probably. Yeah, no, she is worried. So she does have beckoning aid, I believe. So she's gonna cast. I think she can do both, right? Isn't beckoning aid only one action? Yep. That's terrible.
Wasn't fantastic, no.
Alright, well that's not beckoning aid. How much mystical charge does she have for? She's gonna drain herself. Oh wait, no, well, one sec. Only take the first 2 rolls. Because she used 2 of her stuff already.
Felt like...
So...
Can you look at my back too? Is my fin okay?
She kind of looks... She will take a moment after doing this. So that's gonna be 9 plus... What is that? 3 plus
8.
11.
Oh, I forgot the 3.
So 20 health. Pretty. I mean, even though she rolled terribly.
I'm almost back to where I was before I got hit.
Yep. Well, funny enough, as she kind of looks at you, she will say, "Yeah, one moment." And she'll kind of flip you around with like a little bit of urgency, as after you just mentioned your fin, and she's like. She kind of sighs, not sighs, but kind of like lets out a bit of air to say, I don't think it's that bad. Okay. You've got some minor bruising, but nothing really too bad. I can probably fix it. I'll just need maybe a bit of time. Maybe not even that long, like an hour or so.
Hour? Well, that's good.
So just try not to get hit in that area. Alright? And she will gently kind of like, she kind of prods at the fin, like, and the area, and when she does, it definitely does hurt a little bit. But you can tell she's not trying, she's just probably like testing to see how damaged it is. She's like, yeah, just minor bruising. And she seems a lot more relieved, noting that it is not serious.
I had such a good injury, too.
You were one off, by the way.
Like,
you were one off.
One?
Yeah.
I really could. I have one human.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
I know. It's fine. Again, I rolled bad. I kind of just assumed bad rolls are bad rolls.
Yeah. Before the top of the round.
I actually know the rule. It's half damage or like 12.
Yeah, I think it's half damage or 12 in most instances.
And I forgot about the half damage part. I'm like, oh, 13.
It's really funny because I also asked how much damage you took right after you said it too.
Yeah. I didn't like. I think after you
at
said
the time.
That, I was like, fine.
Yeah. All right. So cutting over to the other group, homie. You are currently walking on air, as it were. You can see that you're above the kind of ruined remains of this area. However, there is a rather new-looking kind of section right over here. Is homie there? Homie Jones Athu. Homie. Louise. Let me check. Did he mention go to the bathroom? I got him in a moment. Two moments.
My first down and first in.
Homie, where are you at? Okay. You good?
What do you mean? I didn't hear you call for my name.
Okay. I've been calling.
Could you, my bad?
But yes, it is your turn.
Is it?
Yes.
It's a spectator.
Yes, because it's top of the round. Remember, you guys aren't in initiative normally. You go at 20 because of the fact that you guys have not entered combat yet.
Yeah, we finished our shit, so it's your turn. Do whatever you need to do.
So am I know last time I was trying to power some shit on. I don't even know.
Oh yeah, I guess you didn't hear what I said, right? Because I said that you were walking. You're currently walking on air above kind of the main platform where the tower is, or waypoint tower is coming out of. However, you can see most of the place looks ruined except for a certain room that's right overhanging on like a wall. You can see it to the south of you right here. You have to go over the wall to get to it, though. Yes. That's what I mean. You have to walk past the wall and then drop down. It's about a 20-foot drop from the roof to where it'll be, right here.
I prefer just go around.
I mean, you still need to drop down.
Alright, I just... How much movement will the whole thing take?
So, because this place is actually, this part is covered, so I can't really, can I do a little wall here? So like this area right here is basically covered by a wall, or not wall, by a ceiling. So you'll need to like go around it, or you could go around the wall and go into the place. Like, you go around this and then come in here. You'll still need to drop like 20 feet, but...
Okay. An action. Move. Like 40.
What are you, 40 feet, right?
I'll go up diagonally 35 feet.
Okay.
Around this corner. And hopefully, you know, I'll take 2 actions to double my move.
Okay.
Okay.
You can see the main terminal here. Despite how ruined the rest of this facility looks, the tubes and cords and things like over here look relatively maintained. They're covered by panels and such. This place looks like it's routinely maintenance, so it seems like everything works. There's a screen, there's several screens you can touch if you'd like, and begin to activate. I believe you have something that might be helpful here.
Yes, I have an override device.
Yes, so you can use that to get into the terminal.
I'll plug that bad boy in.
Alright. You plug it into an outlet. Roll me a knowledge technological or hacking if you have one, please. I should also probably check everything. Like the DC. I don't think it's high. I think it's like a 15.
Hey.
No.
I rolled a 9. Well, no, I got a 9.
You got a 19? You're probably fine. I don't think I need to check, but I should, just in case there's some like other additional information. Why is this thing breaking?
Crazy homie. Something technological that I don't think I can do.
No. Actually, I might be wrong with this, but oh wait, I'm not in the right place. I need to be in the quest info. There's a chance that he might not actually need an override device for this. The terminal might have been enough, like, had enough function to actually be able to do it without one, but I need to confirm that. This is Lalel.
I can get the hacking check and I don't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm...
Wait, does he have a hacking check?
Doesn't the override device give you the hacking check? I don't know if
No, it does not give you it. It lets you hack things, but the hacking check is not necessarily the same thing.
Okay.
It's an advanced skill. No, that's I'm in the complete wrong. Oh, the complete wrong quest. I was like, that doesn't look like the quest at all. Okay, here we go.
Do you have hacking? I feel like you could, but I don't know.
It's possible. I have no idea.
Through his background, maybe.
Maybe. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, no, he's fine. That is a success. So, okay, oh wow, I highlighted the thing and almost deleted it. So homie, after a few moments of messing around with this thing and kind of just pressing buttons and hoping that this kind of works. I mean, you're not an idiot. You know how like some of these systems work to at least a basic sense. Like you know, like okay, I want to connect two signals. So like you basically do like you go to a section of the terminal that kind of searches for outbound signals, and you just kind of look for one that looks like it's in the area of where the Alto tribe is, and wait for it to connect. And after a couple of moments, it syncs up, and it seems to authenticate the connection without much issue, and it is now recognized as part of the network. So, after that moment, you are good. It seems to, it will do something though. Let me see. It gives you a list, it gives you kind of like a small cache of information, like a packet of information, but it is currently, it like you can open it if you'd like, but it's currently like sealed right now.
What do you mean?
Like you would have to say I would like to open this packet of data. It doesn't tell you what it is. It says general. It's actually it would probably say updated ecological information and facility monitoring status.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a look at it. I might be a little snoopy.
You press the button and it opens up, and it gives you a virus. No, I'm joking. It gives you some information. Some of it that seems rather like not minuscule, but just stuff that you would expect. The ecological information. It tells you information like feral and powerful creatures in the area of note. It tells you information like. It gives you like the general ecological data on like what types of creatures roam this area predominantly. It also gives you something about the monitoring of weather as well. So for instance, it gives you a projection that the storm or the rain that's currently being experienced will start to turn into medium to heavy rain within the next hour. It projects. And will be consistent with heavy rain for the next 12 to 16 hours.
That reminds me, that rain little thing that happened like the last 2 sessions ago.
Mm-hmm.
What did that do? Can I use that to help my injury somehow? Doubt it, but
Rain thing.
Remember when I was skipping through the rain and I felt something happening?
It does not affect your injury, no. It affects some other things though, but yeah. But in general, there's that, and then the last thing, or the last section of the packet of information. It talks about a facility that is nearby. It doesn't give you an exact location, but it does give you the status of the facility as being checking information. It refers to it as a fabrication plant that is currently working at suboptimal status. Yes. It is called, and it'll give you the name. It's called the Succession Monitor Facility.
What was one of them was a bale ball, right? The animals that we were encountering that were...
Oh, you mean the aberrant? Yes, they were a bale ball. Are you looking for aberrant or otherwise unorthodox creatures in the area?
Yeah.
You can do that. You don't actually need to make a check technically for this either because you're in the system. I will give you an answer after this moment because, believe it or not, there is still something in the area.
I should have used some thunder attacks.
Funny enough, I wouldn't really be worried, Marliana, because they're not. It's not anything super dangerous.
I guess.
That's
Out
what
of the
you
brush
That's a total
comes two constructs. Oh wait, let me check something real quick. Oh, huh. Never mind. I did not read that. Teehee. Let me just
I don't know about you, but I see 4 constructs.
4.
Well, there's 2 over by the left of homie.
Ah, yes,
And
the
then
ones over there that are
2
by
more.
Fari. Yes, they would have made their way over here. However, and I forgot about this. Good thing I read, otherwise I would have made you guys do a whole nother round. A combat
I don't
problem.
mind.
Yeah, like
Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm very unsatisfied, not gonna lie. And my fire shield is still up for about a minute.
Believe it or not, though, you are actually out of initiative, and there's a reason why. The moment you actually activated your the terminal and like hooked up the thing to the facility, there was a secondary thing that you kind of did, which is once it was linked up, it recognized this no longer as an intrusion. So the constructs, as they start rushing over to you, kind of stop. One of them looks over at the destroyed constructs, begins scanning them, and then you can see it kind of looks over to the other construct, and they begin to start going back on their regular roaming. They do not seem
That's
bothered
kind of
by
funny,
attention.
but I'll take it. we'll take that.
Fari will also kind of jump down here and walk back over to you all, and she'll say, "It seems like the constructs. It seems like the constructs aren't really interested in fighting us anymore. Most likely they succeeded. They're recognizing us as, well, I wouldn't exactly say other machines, but they're recognizing us as non-hostiles for the time being."
Non-hostile? Well, that's cool.
They'll probably bring out something to come and drag these constructs away as well.
Are you able to get anything from these constructs?
We could scrap them, but we'll need to take them if that's going to be the case.
I don't know. Maybe if it doesn't cause any issue, I don't
It
see
shouldn't,
why we
as
shouldn't.
long as we just do so very, how would I put it, discreetly. She kind of motions for like when they kind of turn the corners and like basically when they go like when they're off their rounds and they're not around here to just drag them kind of away. So, which it wouldn't take you long, maybe a few minutes as they kind of go around, and then there's a huge gap because 2 of the groups are just, they're on the ground right now. So you could just, Rebecca will kind of start lugging them.
Bigger
over.
ones first. I'll help.
They're actually not that dissimilar in terms of size. One of them, the spectators, are just slightly better armored, and seem like maybe more weapon focused. Like, so yeah, they will. Rebecca and you can drag them over pretty quickly. Like, it doesn't take too much effort. Feldt is definitely keeping an eye on you, and once you are kind of done lugging those 2 over, she will ask you to sit down so she can heal you.
Does that start her hour-long process of
Yes.
doing things?
And she'll use a
Does that mean I should probably short rest?
If you would like, you can.
I mean, if I'm doing nothing for an hour, I might as well.
Yeah, you might as well.
Like, I don't think I'm not actually getting any health from what she's doing, so.
No, it's just getting rid of the injury. Because luckily enough, this was a light enough injury that it did not end up being one that would need like longer days of injury care. This one's more of like this one she can fix pretty quickly. I rolled pretty low on terms of the injury care necessary need. But while that's happening, Jai and Starsha will catch up with you. Oh, mate. right as you're kind of over here looking at the Beogal stuff. The system will begin to kind of sputter for a moment and then pull up a bunch of... It looks like it'd be observation logs. Here's the kicker, though. These observation logs go far back. Not a couple weeks, not a month. They go back centuries, nearly. All of them in the reference to the quarry you searched, which is Beogal. Now, all of them are accessible. Some of them say they require a certain clearance level, one which you do not have. I can actually, if you want me to, I can tell you what clearance level they asked you for. Give me one moment.
I would like to ask their Beogal, what's your name? Your actual name.
I will get that momentarily. The clearance level they asked for is... No, that's wrong one. That was Orient. That's the Orient one. I believe it's Rho, or is it Sigma? It might be Rho. Oh shit, these aren't in... these aren't in order. Like, some of them are, but these ones for the fucking Seekers are not. They're in, they're just in an assortment. I'm guessing it's Rho, though. I think it's Rho. So, it asks for clearance status Rho. Or yes, clearance code Rho. But, there are some that you can access without it. The ones that you can, and I will look up the Beogal. I feel like I looked this thing's name up recently. Awesome.
How is Rho spelled? Like
R-H-O.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
I would have expected it to be ROE.
R-O-E?
Well, funny enough, that's what I wrote, just so I could, like, just in case I had to ask later.
Yeah.
But,
that's not the name. That's not the name. Where is the name? It's not that one, because that one is a different Beogal. That's the one that is actually some in the logs. Do I have the wait, you know what? It might be on this document. Alright, time to search. Oh, can't spell. Really? Really? Not once, okay. Okay. Well, I might as well check just in case I put it on Jai's secretly.
Wait, check what?
I'm checking to make sure I didn't put it on your document secretly. I did not. Alright. I can't find the name, so I'm gonna come up with one and then just retroactively change wherever it is. Give me one moment. Thought I had a list of them. Here we go. All right, I like that name. We're gonna go with that. Its name is... No, I'm sorry. I saw another name that is extremely funny because it sounds like another name. The name is not the name that I'm going with, but the name that one of the other names I found was it's called Gobnobber, but I read it as Knob Gobbler when I first saw it.
that's crazy.
I was like, is that really what that's roll? I was like, oh wait, no, that might be the dyslexia acting up again.
I'll be completely honest, if it told me its name is Knob Gobbler, I'm gonna immediately assume it's lying.
You know what? Just for the sake of things, because I think it'd be funny, it kind of, you hear an audible deep breath, the voice curling in your mind before it enters. You expect me to give you my name? Is that presumptuous?
I'm curious. I would like to get to know you. How am I supposed to get to know you if I don't even know your name?
It kind of, there is a slight cooing and thinking for a moment before. How about... I'm stupid. I'm sorry, I can't. I was
Can't
gonna.
do that.
I was really thinking like I should be like, yes, no, goblin.
I know that's made up.
Well, I suppose you are no one for fun. Veldas.
Nice name. Quite fitting. In a good way.
Regardless, why are you so curious at this moment?
I stumbled upon information. I was curious if it had more information on you. Not in a bad way.
You mean from
How are we
this
ever?
old seeker terminal? No, I imagine I will not appear in it.
Why?
I am not one who has been to this land.
Oh.
Neither me
New
nor
territory.
my brood.
Do you enjoy exploring new
I enjoy
territory?
exploring territory I wish to claim. Nothing more, nothing less. Though, I suppose there is places of intrigue. But that is a far different thing for me in my mind.
That's fair. Well, I shall let you be.
The voice begins to subside. Meanwhile, homie, I assume you and Starsha are probably trying to see the logs that are available to see, right?
Yes.
So, I'm gonna pull something up because I gotta go into a certain section real quick. The deep lore, as it were. Wait, no, that's the wrong section. Alright, here we go. This give me a moment. This document takes a while to load. It is enormous. It's not even complete either. Nowhere near. But it is. It is.
I guess it was 300 pages.
More.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Okay. What's the chance if I just search the word Beogal, I get what I want immediately? Well, I mean,
I feel like it's a higher percentage chance than you'd imagine.
Yeah, it actually is, believe it or not. And I lucked out because it's actually one of the first times it's mentioned. It is on here a lot, but it's one of the first ones. So, okay. All right. This log. It's not this log. I have to see which. Sorry, I have to check which log this place has access to, or log is this place has access to. Nope, not that one. Ah, here it is. All right. There is. Oh, I guess it's only one. Makes sense though. So there is a specific file referenced here, an incident report. However, it is inaccessible from this well, part of it is accessible, but most of it is inaccessible from this terminal. However, it does point you to where you can find a accessible copy of this that does not have any type of code issues or like any necessary code. It will list a location. I'll give you that right now because I'm looking at it. I scrolled up too far. Here it is. Main access terminal, hold of a house crest, and hold of a house ascension. And they are referred to under the name Mito Corruptor Incident Logs.
I just have that copied, so I don't have to write anything.
Yes, I can do that. I have dev voice up right now, so I'm just gonna type that in, and then main access. I add that 10. Yeah, there we go. I tabbed into the wrong page. Accessible at. I spelled that word wrong, but not that one. There you go. All right, look at dev voice if you want that. Homie, you can copy it from there as too. And also, Jai, the name Veldas, if you'd like it, I can send it to you.
Yes. I wrote it down, but she sent it to me as well. So, yeah.
It might... What? No.
Oh, yeah, it's spelled completely different than I thought it was spelled.
Yes, Veldas.
Can I search in the terminal for Veldas, even though you said it's not in there?
Yeah, you can. I will give you what that gives you in a moment. However, regardless, yes, it tells you. So yes, homie, and I guess Starsha by proxy, but it tells you that this information has been relatively corrupted on this terminal and on most of the seeker system, and that the only way that you are going to obtain more direct information about these incident logs is to go to one of those two locations and go access the main terminal there. Along with that, it does not give you author names. They seem to be also corrupted. Does not give you time. It does not give you record language, or it does not tell you what language the records are in. And it also does not give you... there's some other subsidiary information along with it, but it does not give you that either. What it does give you, though, is... it gives you this. So I'll read it as it is. Do you understand, homie, Lizard or Alto?
Lizzo.
Yes, Lizzo. Do you speak Lizzo? No. Do you speak Lizard
God.
or Alto?
I speak Garrett and Sylvan.
Yes, so no, you will not be able to understand this, believe it or not.
There's so many languages. It's
Yeah. However, someone here does, and it's Starsha. She actually understands Alto, you know. So, she
I
will.
feel like this is the language.
Oh yeah, Jai still, I don't believe, has chosen their languages.
Wait, let me double check. I just have to pick 2 more languages. Is Alto rare or not?
No, Alto is an uncommon.
I think I'm gonna check to see if my thing is uncommon or rare.
It might be.
Because if it is, I'm just gonna pick up Alto.
Or diversify.
And like, or maybe something else that hasn't been taken. Well, we can look at it later. I'll sit down. I'll sit down and actually help you with it because that's something I need to do with you.
We need to just find the helm of competent
languages. Yes, there you go.
That's it.
I'm pretty sure that only helps you understand them in terms of hearing them. I don't think that helps you with reading, unless I'm wrong.
Wait, what?
The helm.
There's an item that lets you understand all languages.
Yeah, but I think it only lets you understand them being verbally said to you, not reading. So if you were looking at it, it still might not let you do it. I might be wrong about that, though.
You're probably right, but that's still such a good item.
No, I mean, it's not saying it's a bad item at all. It's just you know. But,
There should be a pair of glasses that does the written version.
The written
instead.
way? Actually, that'd be pretty cool.
Mhm.
I feel like it's hard to figure out what.
No, it's everything. For the
It's everything?
duration, you
Okay.
understand the literal meaning of any spoken language. You also understand any written language.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
But you
That
must
was
be
fun.
touching the surface on which the words are
Ah, okay. Okay. It actually, I was reading it, and like, there's really only one line that's kind of like allows you to see. I was trying to go through, I'm like, okay, well, what's available? And it's like one thing.
I'm gonna change it to Janos also, because I've been sitting off for too long. It's too rare or lower languages of my choice.
Okay.
You could choose the Beogal link.
You mean Abyssal?
I do. Jai
I'm
is
pretty
already
sure
fluent
Jai
in
knows
Abyssal.
Abyssal.
Yes, good.
Giant.
Yes. Yeah.
Jai is fluent in Common, Feline, Noblesse, Sylvian, and Abyssal.
Yeah,
Jai
right.
is a
I mean,
linguist, so-
I got a couple because I'm a blacksmith, but like,
Jai
I-
is a
Jai
linguist.
knows 7 languages.
Jai went to
Jai's
Seven?
fluent in 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jai
Hello?
went to
I-
school-
seven?
Pick up the background
Did I get that right?
linguist.
Yes.
7 languages.
How do you get that many?
Background mixed with. There's something else.
Lineage and background.
Yeah.
It's lineage and background
Seven?
because Jai.
I'm
Jai
like, I'm
gains
part human
common
that
and
allows me to
feline.
get extra language, and I still only have 4. That's
That's
crazy.
because Jai is several. I can't speak. Jai's a cat, so Jai already
Jai's
speaks
a
common and
cat.
feline. And then
I'm
Jai
a
is
fish.
cat
I know
tongue.
water. Oh,
I know water,
common
yes.
and-
I know water.
I would hope
only
so.
have 2 others.
And then Jai
Unless
is
you're one of
cat
those land
tongue, so
fishes.
Jai.
I mean, basically, I can't see underwater.
That's fair.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
not all fish can see
You are land
underwater.
fish.
Well,
That-
I mean,
It's not true.
not all
Well,
fish
I
can see
mean,
underwater.
for the ones
though.
that are so deep underwater, they don't need to see. I mean, that doesn't count though.
Some creatures emit their own light. I don't need to see anything that's outside of my light.
Yeah, you just walk into a giant fucking creature's mouth because you can't see it's open.
Oh, you know. Don't be unlucky. Anyway, I found something that I can at least share because I was like, damn, all this stuff is literally like sealed until you access the main file. But I found something that is enough that it's not too. It would probably be able to be gleaned. Starsha will read it out loud to you, homie, and Jai. We first, it seems to be the author is unfortunately illegible to a certain extent, but I can kind of wager who it is. The era it seems to suggest is the Rising Era, 1135 specifically. This is before the Rising War, even. It says, we first heard its whispers when we came back from our hunt by the ravine. While we weren't keen on following the voice, our little one was attacked by some creature in the forest. It was not a beast, but something else. A strange creature which held an eerie omen. A reddish corpse, somewhat tinted with a mild bit of black, growing across its body. Though we were prompted to investigate the only place where we know about corpse like this appearing, I am still somewhat apprehensive about it. The Black Horse Cavern, it seems. Oh, sorry, my bad, Black Horse. Red Corpse Cavern, sorry. Read that wrong. So, seems like wherever this thing comes from, well, it relates to this ravine or cavern of some kind.
Hmm. Can Jai write this down in a notebook, and can you send this to Jai?
Yes, I can.
Is there any location attached to that file?
Actually, I was like, wait, could they contact? Technically, they can because Fari's out there with you all. So Fari will relay this information to the rest of the group that's outside right now. I assume you're asking Fari to say that to them.
I sure am. Now that that's an option.
Mm-hmm. I'm just one second. I'm just slightly changing things so that it doesn't necessarily say too much. Okay, there you go.
Man, I can't move.
Allow waypoint power on Bayo Gall in area. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, and then I didn't put it on there, but the date was 11. Well, the exact date was not listed, but it says it was created in 1135 Rising Era.
Okay.
So,
Does it actually say Rising Era? Like that's referred to as the way?
Rising
That way?
Era. Well,
Cool,
it says
cool.
it says RE, but that's shorthand for Rising Era. So yes.
Right. And just to give reference for others, we are currently in
AWO.
never mind.
12.
I just have it as AW12, but I don't know.
Yes.
Like that's not a
That
number
the
here,
Rising
like,
Era ended in 1198, I believe. So it has been.
So what is it? 12. Oh,
So take the
1210?
Rising Era, was it 1135 and subtract 1198, subtract it and then take that 12 and add it on top of whatever that number is, and that's how many years it's been.
all right. 1198.
Yes.
Okay. Minus 1135. And then plus 12. So it's been 75 years.
Yep, 75 years. This is also not the oldest file on this. This is just the oldest file you could access. So assumedly, there are files that go back. There are definitely not assumedly. There are files that go back further. But yes, there is. While there is not a name given, Jai, Starsha, and such, you would note, and then also Marliana, the question you asked, what was it?
If there was a location attached to that.
To that ravine?
Yeah.
Yes. Red Quartz Ravine, but it says it is nearby. If you search Red Quartz Ravine, it is within the vicinity.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, you said ravine? I heard cavern.
Cavern
All right,
Ravine,
let's
sorry.
read.
It's listed under both. That was my bad.
That's cool. Cool. That might be a spot we should go to.
Starsha nods.
I know.
We should probably find out more information about this place, though. And it seems, based on the name of Hal, that there's more information we can get from a place close to the altar there. A Hal hold. I wonder if our Karina knows.
Hold, like, word, like.
Yes, the word hold, like HOLD. It makes me wonder.
How
a
do you spell
hold.
how again?
Ahau.
I thought so.
Starsha kind of says, I wonder for it to be a hold, some type of sanctum of some kind? Maybe a fort? Assumedly, it'd have to be an old place. It doesn't, I mean, considering where this log comes from. But the altar do have quite a lot of old sacred buildings and structures. I feel like I've heard this term before. People can roll a knowledge faith or a knowledge local regal.
I like rolling faith or local.
Starsha will
Definitely.
roll as well.
I'm rolling faith. Not fantastic, but I rolled an unnatural 20.
Yep, you and Starsha got it. So, Starsha kind of remembers at this point, and then you remember as well from the storybooks that you've kind of read when you were at your uncle's. There are many sacred places to the Alto peoples, many of which, unfortunately, may have been defaced and destroyed by the Consortium via the Consortium wars and subsequent, we'll say, subjugation of the Alto people over the last 200 years. Or, as they would say, the unsavage, the kind of ridding of the savagery, as they would say, of the Alto people. Take that as you will. Of those places, though, there's only a few places that you've read about that have the name Hold or Sanctum in them that reference not only just the Ahau but the Alto specifically that still remain. These are represented as the holds of the Ahau. They are structures that have been, or structures usually large complexes or buildings built into the land that act as kind of burial sites, as well as burial sites tombs and large swaths of cultural heritage or cultural and heritage information that is collected and placed within them to honor not just the Alto's ancestors and people, but to leave almost as a mark on the Alto's land, or I guess you could say the Lapsus land now, to show that they persist, basically. They can hold many things, from technology to literature and books, iconography, clothing, just a bunch of different things of culture. Almost like a what are those things called where you can bury them? Like a time box, what are those called?
Oh, fucking time capsule.
Time capsule, yeah. They're kind of like giant time capsules, or structures that are that act as giant time capsules. You've read about that how much it is. Starsha with and you rolled the faith, right?
Yep.
So Starsha will kind of add in as well as you kind of relay that. Yes, Marliana's correct. They are very important faith sites to the Alto. Not just that, though. Along with that cultural bit, they are only accessible to a select few among even the Alto's higher echelon, I guess you could say. Chieftains and other Ahau's, assumedly, though, based on the fact that there hasn't been an Ahau in over, what was it Karina said? Close to nearly 200 years, if not longer. I imagine that the only ones that have accessed them have been chieftains. Which makes me wonder if our logs here are from a chieftain, perhaps. A former one, I mean.
Given the date, that would make the most sense.
I wonder if Greyfang knows of them. I mean, we don't exactly have a name. But, assumedly, if it is in one of these Alto holds and sanctums, it should be near the Lalel, probably within their settlement somewhere hidden. I don't know exactly if Greyfang would be willing to let us see inside. Maybe Karina. We could leverage that.
But would Karina have access as she is now?
Perhaps. Karina is supposed to become what they want as an Ahau, right? I imagine that even
Well,
though
meant
they're
to
not
be,
technically
but
an
not
Ahau
now.
yet, we could say that this could be part of that process. I imagine that there's some amount of trial that she must go through. If she can do that trial, then we could get access to it.
Well, we should definitely bring it up with Karina.
Hmm.
Because it'd probably be good if we got in there.
Yes. I'm also interested. Interested in hearing more about this. Sounds like this Beogol has been a plague on these people for more than what we assumedly originally thought. It's not just a recent occurrence.
That means that this Beogol is probably quite intelligent to have survived this long against the Alto.
Yes, but it also raises an interesting question. One that we had before, but now I feel like is even more important. Why now? Why is it doing this now?
I have an idea, maybe.
Kinda.
I remember Feldt saying that she had a premonition that there's going to be a really big attack on these lands. If the Beogol can sense that too, then they would probably prepare for either an assault or to protect themselves.
Do Beogols have ability similar to premonitions of some kind? I don't recall reading it when I was looking in that book, but that book is not gospel and everything about Beogol.
Well, I don't know, but I do know that certain creatures, like beasts and whatnot, they have some form of danger sense that us people don't always have. Maybe it's something similar to they just sense there's danger approaching. I mean, we've seen the seas. They're not good right now.
No. She looks up. Neither is this spotty weather either.
The rain does feel nice though. But it's probably
As
not
long as
good
they're
everywhere.
within the town, I believe. Outside, not so much.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a natural defense mechanism of the Beogol.
She kind of looks over. Well, maybe Jai, you could find that out for us.
I was about to ask the same thing. That's crazy.
I'm sorry, would you like me to look up? Sorry.
You can thanks.
Ask your little Beogol friend if they have a sort of danger sense, because the Beogol here seems to be preparing for maybe what's happening to Lapsus.
You're saying I should ask the Beogol so they know what we should prepare for?
No, just ask
more
if
like
they
why it would be
are
lashing out
able
now,
to.
and if they can tell if they have some type of danger sense to threats around them.
You both overlapped. Could you both repeat yourself?
Go ahead.
Just ask if Beogol have a natural danger sense to the environments they're in, and if the sudden increase in Beogol attacks mean anything. Could.
Okay.
You don't need to repeat the same question as well, because the Beogol can actually just hear what you're saying. It's being sent to you right now.
Yes, we are always being monitored. It's so nice.
So.
I was just gonna say to the Beogol, well, do you?
There's that kind of sound of cooing again, and kind of, or shifting in your mind as you hear. Somewhat. Much like many creatures that, as your compatriot there said, can sense that there is danger around. Beogol are no different than that. However, when our hives are threatened, there is a sort of, how would I say, warning that we all experience. All as in those who are part of the hive. I imagine it is no strange idea. You mortals and creatures build settlements and kingdoms and building structures, facilities, often with warning signs. Correct.
That is true.
In a
What do you
similar
think
way.
is starting the current?
That is an indeed interesting question. I wonder as well. Though, I'm less interested in why this rather old Beogol, it seems, is lashing out, and more interested in about a specific line that was mentioned.
Which line?
Hmm. Well, you should be keen to know I am telling you this only insofar as I am concerned about your safety. And our, of course, Pax situation. That Beogol's court, something is wrong with it.
No.
Beogol naturally produced red quartz from the body. Call it a byproduct of our arcane energy. Of course, in hives you can find this quartz all over the place. Often arcane scholars have, we'll say, fallen into many a trap at the idea of obtaining this quartz, as it is quite potent, and not all of it necessarily means that a Beogol will lurch into your mind to entrap you into a deal. No, it can be used as simple tools. But in this case, something is off. It mentioned in that log that it was stained. That is abnormal, even for us. Staining of quartz is a rarity. Usually, it means something is wrong with the creature, the primary Beogol, in this case. Propagating the hive. Usually, that is uprooted immediately. Think of it like, I don't know, how a body gets rid of illnesses within it. However, this staining, I have not heard of it before. Black stained, it said. I find that
Perhaps.
intriguing.
I'd like to learn more about it as well. Perhaps the elder Beogol is also unaware of a solution for it, and maybe that's why it is frantic.
That could be a reason. Or it might have already succumbed to whatever has influenced it. I would love to read more of these logs. It seems like these Alto people have encountered and dealt with many of my kin for years. I would be very interested in knowing if they know anything about the Shattered.
Shattered? I can check the logs for it.
Well, it doesn't seem, based on what your other compatriots said, that we'll find much from here. This does seem to be a simple waypoint tower. At most, it's a relay point, not a log facility. But this hole
We just
that
have to
they
keep
speak
searching.
of, quite intriguing indeed.
Maybe we should check it out next. Whatever this black stain is, I'm sure it is as much of a danger to me as it is to you. Best to avoid it or get rid of it if we can.
I'd agree. Well,
Oh, keep looking.
it subsides.
Does Jai mention that?
I don't know.
I love
That's up to Jai.
information that, but like that. And please, I guess.
Jai, what do you mention?
Please.
What do you say?
Jai is going to relay most of this information, but Jai is
What are you leaving out?
going to leave out a few bits.
All right. What are those things? I just need to know.
Jai's not going to mention that my Bailgal is unfamiliar with it, and Jai's also not going to mention that my Bailgal wants to know more information.
Okay.
It was such a cool bit of information to have.
You still find out the information. I'm
Just
just
not that the
not.
No, I really only cared about the fact that it didn't know and it
No.
wants to. That was the only thing I really cared about.
Well, Jai's not saying. So yes, everything else. So Starsha will kind of nod and she'll say, So, it could be lashing out for that reason indeed.
Jai's
Well.
gonna bring up a hold and that we should find more information. Maybe we can nip this elder Bailgal in the bud.
That would be for the
I'm not
best,
gonna say it like that.
But...
Wait, so you didn't mention anything about the Shattered, right? Because I know it said it wanted more info about the Shattered.
Jai is
Not
gonna
really-
Huh? Shattered, not that the Bailgal does.
So not that the Bailgal wants information about it, just that Jai, apropos of nothing, is interested in a thing called the Shatter.
Yes.
Okay, because that sounds cool, and I have no idea. So, yeah,
Fair.
Knowledge is power. Yada yada yada. Whatever.
It is.
Knowledge is power.
Starsha will ask, the Shatter? What is that?
I'm not sure, but I would like to know more.
Well, it didn't pop up in the logs. Where'd you hear it? Did the Bailgal mention it? Or was it something from your academy days?
The Bailgal mentioned it, but I would like to know more.
I'm guessing based
Also-
on that, it didn't tell you much about it past mentioning it. That or you're not telling us.
It didn't tell me much about it. That being said, I'm not seeking this information to make the Bailgal stronger or weaker. I'm just seeking out because I want to know more. And because this has nothing to do with my Bailgal's hive, my Bailgal has no interest in making whatever we're fighting stronger.
I guess that makes sense from what I've read about them.
Separate Bailgal hives aren't friends.
Right.
Well, then we better get back to. Wait, we still have something else to do, but
Yes,
Once
but
we're back in
we
Lalel,
should
we
check
should ask
in
her.
real quick with Lalel before we head on to the next thing. Unless you think we should go to it immediately. We technically could.
we should go now. But we should talk while we walk. Whatever.
We are connected to the terminal. So Fari kind of says, yes, if we want to, we could actually try to phone and message them.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we just hooked this up. We should test it while we're here. Here, it's all good.
Starsha nods her point. Fari she'll look over. Fari, could you do the honors? She says that she nods, of course. She'll kind of mess with everyone's transceiver devices that has them here. And she'll, I think it's her, Starsha, someone else has one, right?
Arena and Magellan. Those are
Rita
the
Magellan,
ones.
so the other two that are not here. So,
Mhm.
after a few moments, Polly kind of says, I believe that Gareth gave me the code. Ah, here we go. She'll type pressing in. Alright, hello, testing. And then you'll hear Gareth kind of come on for a moment. He says, oh, did you guys happen? You guys got it. Yep, it's working. Everything's fine here. How is everyone alright? Nothing bad happened? And
It's all good.
Sasha will agree and say, yes, seems just a few bruises, but for the most part, we're good. So, good to hear, good to hear. That being said, though, well, the signal's is up and running. We'll talk to you more about that once you're back. But we are.
No, that was my 6th encounter, so I can
Mhm.
roll AP. I'm wasting time. My bad. Sorry.
Ah, you're fine. Oh, sorry. He kind of he will say like so. Anyways, about things. We'll have your what we promised you once you return. Hey, wrong voice. We'll have what we promised you once you return. That being said, though. Nice.
I'll take it.
That being said, though, that other job of mine. Are you still ready to do it, or do you need to come back?
We got this.
Marliana says, getting very close to the to the transceiver device. Well, I'd expect nothing less from y'all, or from you all. You seem to be quite not just the adventurous sort, but quite the capable. The rest of your team back here is doing fine as well, from what I hear. Though be careful. The rain's picking up, from what we can tell on our sensors here. It's kind of crazy that we can actually monitor the weather now. We don't have to do any type of rituals or such. I wonder how they're able to do it. Maybe some type of probe or something? Well, regardless, this information and all the systems that's active now will be really helpful for us. Thank you. We owe you a little bit of a debt, I guess you could say. Though, I guess we're about to pay it by giving you your rewards and such. Well, is there anything I can help you with, though? I've still got a lot of work to get done to make sure everything is exactly up. We still haven't called Emerald Spear up north yet. But we're planning on setting that up, or at least within the next 2 hours or two.
Could you pick up the broken constructs we defeated? It'd be nice if we didn't have to drag them along with us.
Sure. Where did you leave them somewhere? Can you send out a signal
back
flare?
to our cart, but like we could leave them if we. I think we have some flares. We could show you our location.
Just give me a moment. I'll phone over to the tower over there and have some Lalel hunters over there look over and see if they can spot your flare. And I'll send out a group pretty quickly.
I know we have flares. I don't know how many we have.
I think two.
Oh, I'm gonna search my notes. I think I
Either
might.
2 or 1. I know you have one. I know you have at least 1 left. I don't remember if you have 2.
Damn it! I use flare as an adjective. Hold on, I'm gonna have to search. That flare gun. Oh no, wait. It should be somewhere around here.
Could it be in the?
Oh, also Altus flare is a. God damn it!
You think it could be in the?
Hold on, I'm gonna figure. That seems reasonable.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah. I don't have that open right now, but I can. Yeah, every instance of flare is usually directed towards the altist flares.
Yep.
Hold on. It should be somewhere around here.
Well, that's happening. Starsha will add. She'll say, "We should be able to do the rest of the quest. The other quest. We'll head out in we'll head over there in a moment. We just needed a moment to catch our breath." And that's all right. Well, once you're set up and you send out that flare, they're all set up there. They'll head over. Says thank you. And they will go off the comms. Starsha will kind of look over at you, Marliana. And now that you've kind of been patched up a little bit, bandages wrapped around your kind of like your fin, your dorsal fin, and kind of your lower back. And Feldt would just say, "Just be careful not to overdo it, all right?"
I'll be
Do you
fine.
have any extra healing potions? I think Marliana should have one.
It might not be a terrible
No,
idea. That or bandages.
oh shit, hold on. No, I healed almost to max. That
That
doesn't
is
look
true.
right. I don't think I'm at 35 out of 36, but I don't remember. I mean, I rolled my health, but I guess I didn't look at my total health. I'm actually chilling. I'm chilling
Mhm.
right now. And I
You know what?
I
I
mean,
don't think I
since this is
subtracted the
correct-
health from, or not health, the soul charges from Feldt. Did you?
I did. I subtracted the soul charges from Felt. Yeah.
Okay, it was 14 now.
She was at full, and then it was the 14.
I guess during that time she would also spend soul die, so
And what did she got? A D8? Oh, you got it.
yeah, D8. Well, that works out. Back to max.
That's good. What is that?
14. Yep,
that
back to
works.
max.
That was the exact amount she spent.
That's
Hell
what-
yeah.
so I was like, yeah, that works out. So she will congeal her soul energy to restore
Oh,
it.
I guess Rebecca probably should. Wait, I don't know how her maneuver points work. She probably doesn't. She's not a martial artist. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
she's not martial artist, so.
Damn, it's a shame. Too bad people can't get more maneuver points back.
Yep. Rebecca will say
Class, do I say?
she's doing all right. She doesn't feel super winded. She honestly didn't take any damage really, so she doesn't feel like super bad. Likewise, Fari's still got some of her energy. Actually, Fari is gonna take a moment as you all are there, and just say she'll stop. She'll probably stop Starsha for a moment as everyone's kind of like getting ready to go. And she'll say, "One moment, I have a question." And Starsha will turn. What is it? She'll look at all of you. All of you. I have a curiosity, if you will. Are all of you weaker than you were before?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that whole time in quad, we didn't gain any of that strength. But we did learn. I won't say we didn't gain anything, but it was.
Starsha gonna says, homie was able to get his boots that you see him running around with right now. I was able to get my
And I got
2 guns. You don't say. She kinda thanks. I understand the nature of that experience. She kind of looks over at Rebecca. And Rebecca kind of looks at her like, why are you looking at me like that? I don't. She kind of says, Rebecca, since you started working with the guild, you've been rather. How would I put it? You seem to have been rather nominal in terms of your abilities. It's like, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or if I should take that as a slight. Fari says, I don't mean it as a slight. I mean it more in a observational sense. Rebecca kind of looks back like, I don't think that really answered my question, but okay. Fari kind of turns over and looks at the rest of you. I think I
Actually,
might have
what
been
are you
affected
saying?
as well. Did you hear, or
But
did you
how
did it cut
so?
out? Oh.
Yeah, I heard. How do you mean? I mean, I will say I feel a little stronger from before that incident than, but not fully. Like I didn't gain everything, but I definitely was a little stronger than the moment before we were in that simulation thing.
Starsha kind of like also wonders like, do you mean? So you feel weaker from then? She kind of says, not just from then.
Can you not tell?
She's not looking at you when she says that. She's looking at Fari.
Oh, Starsha's looking at Fari when.
Yeah, when she
says,
asked that question.
Do you feel weaker?
Yeah, she's kind of confusedly asking, and Fari kind of nods. Not just me either. Rebecca, I noticed. Rebecca wasn't that much stronger during that time, but even I noticed when, we'll say, I started remembering things. I recalled that Rebecca was different in some ways. One of the things was I remember her hair being a different style.
Starsha. Starsha.
But not just that as well. My capabilities have significantly diminished. I haven't mentioned it to the rest of the guild yet, but I'm sure for anyone that's rather, I'll say, spiritually sensitive and has known me well, I am not as strong as I used to be. Nowhere near even.
Really? Again, I feel the opposite. But,
So,
I mean, you've probably got a little more experience than I do.
Sasha kind of thinks for a moment and, like, realizes, like, right, if you were the head of the area for this, and if you were the head of the area, I mean, for the guild, then I guess it would make sense. Do you feel, she says, I feel more close in power to most of you, which is not inherently bad. What I mean is, I feel as though my abilities were not this bad. I feel like I was, if anything, how I used to back in the war. Not mentality-wise, but capability.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing. I
Sounds
was
like-
significantly stronger than I was back. Well, when you met me in Quoll, I assume. I was a lot stronger than I was back in the war. I hadn't gotten weaker since the war ended, is what I mean. When I left Everglow, and Gara, I guess you could say, began to work with the guild, back all the way to my time when I began working with the one of the guild special officer groups in the Shadow Guardians. I was a lot stronger.
I think it's our fault? Like, again, I still think I'm
Sergeant's ears
stronger
kinda
than
droop when
before
you say
that
that.
simulation. Yeah, I had to say it. I
Yeah.
definitely had to say it.
She says, I don't
You think-
necessarily think it was your fault exactly, but I think that I think it's connected, to say the least. All
You
of
said
you
your
getting
was connected
almost
to our strength.
Yes, I feel like all of you almost feeling like you've been reset to a certain extent. I feel the same, I think. Not exactly all the way. I feel, well, I don't think that I am too weak. I'm not exactly at the level well, I'm definitely not at the level I once was, but I'm not at the level that, it's hard to explain. I don't recall much from the whole situation in Quald, but I can recall how strong I should be. For instance, one of the things I first noticed is how many shards I could control. I used to be able to control nearly 4. Now I can only manage 2. The psionic load is quite a lot.
Well, given what I know about Starsha, that is a big deal. I mean, I don't think Starsha's ever controlled more than 2 during our times,
Starsha
and that was a
has
growth.
4. Sienna says that's... even with a special... Starsha's kind of thinking out loud, she says, even with a special chip, that's still quite a lot. For a Guardian. She kind of Safari says, and I was able to handedly do it as well. So... whatever affected you definitely affected me. It affected Rebecca, even if it was a small amount. Wonder how many else it affected. Was it everyone? Or was it just us?
I mean, not to speculate, but we've wanted you on our team since we met you. Maybe this, whatever happened made it so that you'd be on our level?
Maybe.
You seem to be a fit for our team, but that does mean you had to get weaker to bit better.
Was it, if it was only people that affected that were going to be related to your team, it might make more chances. I guess that would make sense, but I have this feeling it didn't. Or moreover, it affected more than just that.
Well, I remember the proctor of that simulation saying that if someone died, they wouldn't necessarily actually die, but the effects could still transfer in some way. And he never fought with us, if you don't remember. Like, but
I don't.
we were very
but-
close.
Hmm.
I remember Starsha took me out to the forest, and you went through the barrier we couldn't, like it was nothing.
I don't recall. You can see she's kind of thinking. The barrier. There's a boundary. It gets kind of fuzzy. So she kind of like puts a hand on her shoulder, like, you don't need to think about it right now. Besides, regardless of whether or not you're weaker than you once were, you're still sufficient combatant. Enough to be around all of us. In fact, I'd argue you're still stronger than most of us.
I could agree with that.
She says, be that as it may, I'm not... How would I put it? You might expect me to be upset about the loss of my abilities. Believe it or not, that's not the thing that concerns me. What concerns me is the idea that there is something that can drain abilities. And it seemed like it can do it almost without others even noticing. For instance, I don't think I would have immediately picked up on it had I not had a source of reference, and had my memories been garbled. There's a good chance I wouldn't have noticed at all.
I shudder at that fact. The fact that abilities can be taken or like lost,
Mm-hmm.
I do not
Not like it.
like that at all. No.
Starsha kind of thinks, well, then we need to be on the lookout for things that could potentially do that. So she kind of nods. Most definitely. I don't mean to
That
make
means
you all uncomfortable. It's just a thought I was having in the last combat.
Well, I'm glad you shared your thoughts. It's good to be open with each other. Off.
Whoever could you be talking about? Anyways, let us go. And she will move off towards the forest. So I should kind of look over at you, Marliana, and kind of put a hand on your shoulder. Are you doing all right?
Well, I don't know. Those constructs we were fighting, I mean, they weren't that strong. But they were still able to take me down.
One of the first things you should learn, Marliana, regardless of how strong you are, even a weak target can take something strong down. All the strong thing needs to do is to get cocky or, moreover, have a misstep of sorts. It's not a lock on your abilities. It's just something that can happen. And there's no use dwelling on it too much. Just all you can do is try to be as vigilant as possible for the next time.
Well, unfortunately, vigilance isn't really my strong suit. I recognize that.
Well then,
Not to-
depend on someone that is.
Well, my support really helped. I look back to Feldt when I say that.
She just gives you like a nod.
Ew.
And a smile.
So, I'll try to lean on everyone more, but I still have to be better.
Don't we all, it seems. She kind of thinks out loud and continues walking. Alright.
It hurts that I have enough AP to spend on a skill, but I should probably. Yeah, there's one. I need to have a certain amount of AP at level 5, which I know is going to be so long from now. It hurts.
Yeah,
to say,
you got a decent chunk before that happens, but I am reading
Man.
something. One moment, because you guys are going on to the next quest.
Yeah.
What was this?
Since we're going back, I imagine we're going back to the carts, right?
Yes, you're going back to your wagon, and then I assume you're going off to search. I'm just checking to see if you have to search for anything. Oh hey, there's a special thing here.
Also, while you do that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yep, you're fine. So no latcher device has been developed at the time. I'll be able to. Oh. Huh. Well, I forgot you were given something. A signal latcher. That's what it's called. Fari will go back to the wagon and she'll be like, "Oh, I forgot about this. He did pack this." Just in case we do it this way. Fari will. I'll say something once they're back. Also, is Humby there? Homie is kinda not there. That's okay. I'm just checking something. Okay. Huh. I should check. Cool. So, firstly, as you guys get back to the wagon, Fari is actually digging into one of the boxes for something, and she'll pull out this odd device that looks like a kind of like tripod, like a cylindrical device that she presses a button and kind of comes out into or I guess it would be a quadruped pod, but I don't know what that'd be. What's a four-legged tripod? Is it just a quad pod? Is that what it's called? Quadrupod?
A quad pod, yeah. I mean, yeah.
We'll go with, I feel like it's either quad pod or quadrupod.
Quad is probably quadrupod, but like I like quad pod.
Quad pod. All right. Cool. So the quad, it'll be a cylindrical device that after she presses the button opens up into a quad pod, and she'll sit it on the ground kind of. She looks up and she's like, "Well, even with the rain, it should still work." Starsha kind of like notes and says, "What's that? Some type of signal booster?" He says, "Close. It's a signal latcher. It's going to, attach to, try to directly link, search out for a specific signal. The opposite, ironically, of a signal booster is instead of pinging a bunch of things to, send out something, this one is going to actually try to grab onto something. Considering that we're looking for a bunch of destroyed constructs and the like, all we need to do is find a nearby report or nearby incident that we can, go to. Gareth gave it to us. It wouldn't work by itself, not unless it was hooked up to a network, but since we decided to go and do this quest first, Starsha nods, then we can go ahead and we can use it to find out where one of the construct attacks happened. She's like, bingo. Starsha nods, how long do you think it'll take? She says, Maybe an hour or two. Probably less, though. I can try to boost the pinging, we'll say. Starsha says, well, go ahead and do what you can. She'll look over to the rest of the team and say, sounds like we have 2 hours, or an hour and a half to 2 hours. Rest up or do whatever you'd like.
That sounds like 2 hours of training.
Yeah, I figured. So yes. Starsha is going to sit in the carriage, not carriage, the wagon and read. Jai, anything special you want to do?
Can Jai study foraging?
Yeah, do some training. Go for it.
Yep. How long
You
are
can
we gonna
also-
be in there?
What's up?
How long are we gonna be in the carriage?
2 hours.
Can I add 2 hours to studying my profession?
Yeah, you can. You also, if you wanted to, could go and forage a bit, I'm pretty sure. Look for resource nodes. It would count as training. Up to you.
I'll just read about it.
Okay. Homie, do you want to look for anything?
Oh yeah, I want a mine.
You want to mine? Alright, I'm going to need you to roll me an inspection check. I assume we're going to spend the an hour or 2 hours searching around.
I want to spend the 2 hours mining, or I want
Well,
to.
you gotta find the thing to mine, so you can't just go, I'm gonna go mine. Like, you gotta find the thing.
I'm harvesting the metal from from the terminal.
Oh, you want to salvage? Is that what you want to do? Or you...
Imagine. No. I mean, that was a joke. I mean,
Oh, okay.
could I take apart the useless terminals and?
They're not useless. You could try, but you might get something not fun happen.
I'll just do 2 hours scavenging.
Okay.
Hey! Hold on.
What happened?
I think, yes, I just hit my 4 out of 4 apprentice training for blacksmith. I get the level up, however that works.
Yeah, so now you got your apprentice role.
Damn, that took, what is it? We're on day 11. 11 CSG.
Nice.
All right.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna get you your thing for research in a moment. Homie, give me 1 moment.
Profession. Damn, I gotta go to chapter 8. I haven't been to chapter 8 in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have it open because I have every chapter open. My poor GPU.
Yeah, my computer's been heating up a little bit too lately. The laptop, I should say. But it'll be
I'm
fine.
going to Task Manager. I've got 14% of my CPU is eaten by Chrome.
What's eating up most of mine? Realtek Okay, wait, no, what? It said that. So Photos is Realtek HD Audio Universal, okay. Overlay. I should probably get rid of that. What is eating my memory? Firefox?
Wait,
Jesus Christ.
1,000 megabytes?
Firebox is tearing apart my memory. What is...
Yeah, my memory's at 78%, and it's mostly because of Chrome.
80.
I have 162. Wait, hold on. What does that number mean? It doesn't mean tabs. There's no way I have 162 tabs open.
No, I don't think it's tabs. I think it's something else.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'll worry
Alright, let's
about
go
this
back
later. It's like, it's in efficiency mode. I don't believe you. This doesn't seem efficient.
Yeah, I gotta say, your Firefox doesn't sound much Better than my Chrome.
No, it doesn't.
I switched over to Opera.
I
Hmm.
need to.
I should
but-
try,
Ah.
but yeah, exactly. But all right. Anyway,
So how do I do scavenging again?
yeah, I'm looking that up. I'm sorry. I was distracted because I started looking to see like why is my computer trying to commit seppuku and
So now
listen,
I'm
my
part-
computer's been blue screening a lot. I think it's
That's-
a hard drive issue.
not
It
good.
doesn't sound good.
Yes.
I know it's not good.
Alright, how much is my total training? It's 44. Hold on. I have not updated my
There we go.
blacksmith training in a minute.
But with tax season coming around, I might just get a whole new computer. Who knows?
Damn.
I gotta do my taxes. I'm
gotta
hitting
do
the
mine as
point
well.
where I haven't done my taxes in I think 5 years. It's not
Bruh.
totally my fault.
5
There was an
years?
issue.
That's crazy.
I had an issue with my taxes where I couldn't submit them, and I haven't been able to fix it. So like, I have most of it done, but most of it also doesn't count.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
See, I was like Eli and didn't file my taxes, and then I did, and it was a headache to do all those years consecutively.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know what? I'll be a Class A citizen and do my taxes on time.
Yeah.
I've been obsessed with filing my taxes since I was 17.
Yeah,
really.
do your taxes.
I was good.
Eli.
I was good for a while, and then I missed 1 year, and then the second year
snowballed.
was messed up, so I couldn't correct it, and then
It's
Actually, do it before you move. Like, if you ever plan on moving, do it way before you move.
yeah.
It's gonna be
I gotta do it
that much harder if you do it before you move.
Yeah, sure. I'm
Part of it, there's
pissed
one
that I
job I
gotta file
had
for Tuesday.
that just refuses to send me my tax information, so I gotta get in contact with them.
Don't get in contact with them. Call the IRS. The IRS will find them and you get extra money. Like, if your job's giving you too much of a headache, you give them 2 shots. If they're not doing 2 shots, call the IRS and that motherfucker, get extra money and report them to the IRS. Always snitch to the IRS. You get paid out.
No, I don't think
I'm
it's
speaking
their
from
fault. I
experience.
think it was just a chain of miscommunication.
Ah.
So I
But who
give them,
cares? Just snitch. Be a snitch.
but I'm a good person. I don't like being mean.
I am a firm believer
more
in
money.
snitching to the IRS.
you
You,
like-
get thousands in dollars. Thousands.
Yeah, I was about to
You're
say,
not talking
you
about
like-
$20.
You like felt stacks of being nice.
I will say, every time I did do a tax, I've never gotten less than $1,000 on my tax returns. I paid for my
Interesting.
computer with tax returns, and it was like $1,800.
Me, who for many years did not get anything from their taxes, just like, oh, people get stuff from their taxes? Huh. That's okay.
Well,
I
you did have
genuinely think
the worst tax job that exists.
Oh, yeah, I
DoorDash
did.
is a scam.
DoorDash was bad.
It's not a
Luckily,
scam,
now I
it's just
don't.
like,
But oh no, it's ass. It's terrible. But yeah, luckily now I don't have that job, so that is nice.
You have to scrub the tapes that Eli has not done taxes for 5 years.
Yeah, I actually did keep a.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't have to now, because like it's something that happens on 6 to 7 years. Like I'm still okay. I gotta get a little on.
That's what I thought.
But, like-
I think they lowered it down to 3.
No.
You better make sure about that.
Hear
You
me
better
out.
make sure about that.
like,
I'll
If
talk
you
to a
wanna
coworker
keep-
about this. Sometimes you get like audited because you filed your taxes after a long time, so that could be.
you don't want to get on the IRS's bad side. Also, please don't tell anyone ever that you went this long without filing your taxes, because there's this funny thing called
You can
like the
report people.
whistleblower thing. Yeah, you can report people and then they
I've
get
only
some of
told
the money that
people
you
that I
were supposed
trust as much as you
Oh,
all.
what?
So like, it's
Oh,
fine.
really?
to. That's true. Yeah, but
Hey,
like, hear me
hey,
out. Okay.
Hey, Louis, look, I don't know where you live, but I'll find you. If I suddenly get a hit from the IRS,
Louis,
I'm
don't do
driving
that.
to Colorado somehow, and I'm gonna find your ass.
You better find me with the
I'm not
fucking
saying
money,
to
you
snitch on a.
homie.
I do not condone snitching on homies, but you know, Lewis, if you knew that Carly hadn't filed taxes on 5 years, I'd say snitch on that motherfucker. But I save IRS snitching for the grimiest of human beings. So if you ever get in a relationship with somebody and then they cheat on you and rub it in their face in your face, just rat them out to the IRS. That's the biggest payback there ever will be. If you get in a relationship with somebody and they're abusive, rat them out to the IRS. That $1,000 will make you forget about the pain and suffering. I'm telling you.
To go out. Filing taxes doesn't require going out.
But the
All right.
IRS does pay people
All
for being
right.
snitches.
Let us get back to the session. And also, I did keep a
I
record
The
of
needed
the
moral of the
time.
story is.
Okay. I will not be snitching on nobody. I save it specifically for abusive motherfuckers. But like, if you ever get in an abusive relationship, just rat them out to the IRS. The biggest
I'm
payback.
about to start saying celebrities. I'll just start sending random celebrities their pay the taxes. One of
You could do it on
those.
YouTube.
You could.
Low-key, you could probably do it on YouTube. There's a lot of YouTubers that don't pay their taxes. I bet you Mr. Beef probably doing something grimy. I don't know, but like I feel like it.
Maybe. All right,
There's a
I
lot of
mean,
tax
the
write-off.
more money you have, the less likely
yeah.
you're gonna fuck up your taxes.
Yeah, because they just
would-
have someone
yeah,
do
but
them, and
also-
also they basically game the system so they don't have to pay as much as they should be paying.
They do, but here's the thing: there's a lot of, and there's YouTubers who've like talked about this on podcasts before about how like they were just keeping the money and didn't pay taxes for like 5, 6, 7, 10 years. Ignore that 6, 7 joke.
I
That
just
wasn't
figured.
funny. But like they'll be on podcasts talking about it and be like, yeah, and I finally got back to the IRS and they're like, you owe $50,000. So it's a huge thing, especially the beauty YouTubers. They don't be paying their taxes. They forget about them for like half a decade. But I
Crazy
needed
work.
this quick conversation about taxes. It really brightened my day.
Fair.
Yay. Right.
Nice. All right, so I did get the thing for the research node. So I need you to roll me an inspection check, please. And it is. Okay, yep. You spend the 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, roll it up. What'd you get?
15.
That is enough.
A 15?
Yeah. You just had to, when you're looking for resource nodes, I assume you're doing it. Well, I probably should ask. Are you doing this the profession way, or are you doing this with a
The
scavenger check?
professional.
Okay. So in that case, they roll a profession by skill and their success, they roll a die on the number 10 on the table times equal to 1 plus half the person written down. So I need you to roll me a D. I literally just did this, and now I am. One moment. Roll me a D8, I believe.
A 3.
A 3. I don't have to worry about the one thing, I guess. Wait, did I send this to you, Nara?
I get a +1 bonus to my profession. Oh yeah.
Me scrolling through all the stupid memes we send. And also that, which I can't say.
I've
I
got
don't
to hit.
I don't think I'm gonna find it on
240
here.
hours. Damn.
So that's okay. And luckily I know that it wasn't that it was rolled. Alright. I need you to roll me a new thing now. You got a 3, you said? Alright. I really need you to roll me a d6. I feel like the smart thing to do after this session would be to
A
close
6.
all of my Firefox and then reopen it.
Nah.
A 6. Please. Oh man. Paige, why are you chugging? Don't do that. All right.
66.
Roll me another d6, please.
4.
All right. So 4 and 6. Oh. It was a d8. That's fine. I'll just use the. No, you don't need to roll me d8. It's fine.
3.
I just realized it should have been d8s, not s6, but that's okay. Okay, so dooch. And you said you were trying to find mining place to mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you will find a mining outcrop. And you will also find... No, yeah, you just found a mining outcrop. Technically, it would have been insects, but I did something wrong, but it's fine.
Insects?
Insects, yes. No, insect and bones, but I instead found the wrong. I did it backwards, so I can explain how I did it messed up. Originally, you'd roll the inspection, and then that would determine the node you get. The node is random, and then you are told what you found, and then you can either do it the scavenger way or the profession way. Because I messed up, I'm just gonna let you do mining, the mining way. So, in that case, oh, I didn't realize I had chapter 12 open too. One. You did wait? Did you roll mining? Never mind, Jack. You rolled a 1 tin ore and then 1 silver ore. Is what you mine.
And 1 silver.
Yes. And I'm letting you get that.
And getting to study is hard. I mean, it's not time consuming.
And I don't know how long an apple would duration lasts, but because we have 6 of them, why not eat an apple?
You want to eat an apple? Do you know what it does?
It heals, but I mean, I'm pretty sure there's also has to be some sort of duration on the apples.
I can, going bad. Yeah, food goes bad, but that ruling
it takes
has
a
not
while.
been fully fleshed out.
Basically,
Right,
it doesn't. It's not been fully fleshed out.
It's like less than a week. It doesn't take that little or that much time.
It's like, so there's things for different packs that are, and you could kind of just say like, okay, well, if it's like a fish, then it decays the same rate as the fish packs or the whatever. So like I can look at the fruit pack and be like, oh, well, I know when that decays. But the individual item thing hasn't been determined, and I'll probably do that later. Regardless, you're fine. It's not decayed. You're good. So go ahead. You take an apple. I don't remember what it gives you. Please, someone tell me.
I can pull it up for you.
I healed like 1d4 or something.
What's the? Hold on. What? Oh boy, I haven't been to this document in so long. I don't remember what it's called.
Chapter 7.
What's the? No, I mean, okay, I can pull it up on chapter 7. Yeah,
that would have the.
I was
it's
thinking
just an
more
apple.
like the.
Oh, it wouldn't be on there because it's just an apple.
Fair.
He heals me 1d4, and every doctor for the day is aborting me.
Every doctor for the day is aborting you. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
That definitely says that.
You know why? You know why, right?
No, not even slightly.
Yeah, doctor a day.
Keeps
And
apple a day.
Apple a
keeps
day.
the
Keeps doctor away.
Okay,
No, okay, so apple isn't on chapter 7.
Is it not? Apple.
I looked up apple.
I see
and all I'm
apple
finding
cider.
Oh wait, red apple. Hold on.
Yeah, red apple. Yep.
Apple red. Oh no, I got it. Apple. You gain a D4 health points, and you can only gain this once per short rest. So
Makes sense.
get a D4. Why didn't that come up?
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't either. Oh dear God, I searched red. That was not a smart decision.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of words that
Have a red in it. Yep, that was not. That did not help me.
I searched Apple and I got 17
Yeah.
instances.
Why? Okay, I want
But
to
I
know
had
why.
like when I searched Apple. No, it's because I searched Apple space, but it's not Apple space. It's Apple comma.
Yeah, but like when I looked up Apple.
The Apple space combo.
Oh,
Also,
you're right.
I know.
You're right.
What's right? Question mark.
Because I the way I searched it also is why it didn't pop up the first time. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
But you were gonna say say something. Continue.
I don't like the way we have copper.
What do you mean? Like the way? What do you mean the way we
Alright,
have
so
copper?
gold is EP, silver is SP. I don't like copper.
Yeah, I know. It's yeah, it's. Anyway, we're gonna just go around that right now because
Fine.
yeah, it's not good, but it's
Listen, that don't, that,
it is the
we can't
abbreviation.
let that
Yeah.
get to us. Can't
Uh,
let that get to us. We have
Uh,
to be stronger.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
let's just keep on keeping.
That is a landmine right there that we are going to very quickly walk around. In any case, you get your silver and you get your tin ore, Lewis.
August.
Ooh, silver and tin, huh?
Yes, one of each. Alright, and also, because there's a good chunk cut out there. Yeah, so you guys have spent your 2 hours doing what you would, what you wanted. And now, the quad pod, as we're calling it, has, you can see it after having been activated for that long, begins to chime and kind of let out this melody. Fari will like walk over to it with Starsha. And at this point, I should say, it is pouring down rain. It is heavy rain right now. It's not thundering and lightning, but there is a large overcast. The wind is slightly noticeable. Coming in from it feels like the east, but it is pretty wet out here. Pretty rainy, pretty wet, pretty mucky. You can definitely feel like it's starting to get mucky. Where you are, it doesn't seem to be like the more like entrenched, like in soggy parts of the marsh. So it might not be the ground might be not as soft as it could be in other areas. But depending on where you go, it could start to get rather uneven. So just keep that in mind. What sucks, you said?
Good to know. Tin
yeah.
sucks. It does nothing.
Yeah, tin does nothing.
It's just
I
like,
don't even
hey,
think
I'll
copper.
make a heavier weapon. Also, is tin supposed to be heavy? Whatever, we'll do that later.
You might be right. I think that might be not right, but that's okay. We'll deal with that later. Yeah. In any case, it will. Anyway, yes, it will ping and show you all there is indeed it would say a active emergency situation that seems to have, as you kind of like, as you look more into it, it seems to be kind of ended. Like it popped up and then it ended. But it still marks it nearby and is projecting a direction. I described that really badly.
What? I think everything was fine except for the fact that I don't know what the source
The
is.
what
I
is?
kind of forgot. Like I think
Yeah, that was explained really badly. Let me repeat that. So the quad pod has activated or has been activated for 2 hours, and it's basically been pinging around, searching different incidents and things like that around your local area. And this is going off of the quarry that I almost said Sharptooth, not Sharptooth, that Steel Claw that Gareth set up for you guys. That's trying to look for more incidents that match what happened to you guys yesterday with the whole corrupted constructs, right? So it took a long time to basically calibrate and search for a place that was like that would match these parameters, and it has found one. So an incident report popped up, and there's like a little screen, and points into a direction with like kind of a meter of distance, or rough distance, I'd say, and it's projecting where you need to go. So you know exactly. You don't need to make like any sign checks because of the fact that you have access to the waypoint tower area here. You can just use this to basically go where you need to. Kind of like almost like a. Oh my god, I was gonna say I'm not a metal detector. Like a detection device, if you will. So it is now broadcasting like you need to go basically northeast of here. East, yeah, northeast of here.
How long will that take us?
It projects 10 minutes.
That's not enough time.
It's not that far.
Okay.
I mean, it's...
Write that down.
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes. So, you can all board the wagon and begin to move through the forest as you start going that way. As you do...
Homie, make sure nothing interrupts us.
Yes, I was going to
Keep your eyes
ask.
out.
Go ahead and roll the awareness, please, homie.
Awareness coming.
Can I just round up 10 minutes to an hour? That'd be
No.
cool.
That is...
What? That
is nowhere near close. You're like, hey, can I let you...
Hey, it's double digits. An hour is double digits. Like, is it really
Hey,
that
20%
low?
is close to 100%, you know?
In the grand scheme of things, when life is like 2,000,000%, you know?
I'm about to say something real wild. That's gonna have to be scrubbed from the tape if we keep this going.
Yeah. It's fine.
Alright, let me check something real quick. I had the wrong... No, I didn't have the wrong. I had the wrong document up, but I have the right quest up. I just need to make sure. No, that's points of interest. I need the journal. Here we go.
Yeah, you got an 18 for his award. Very solid.
Cool. After 10 minutes pass, you will make your you kind of make your way to this. At this point, you're kind of in a slightly lower portion of the like wetland area here you're in. The floor is definitely a bit more muddy.
Yeah.
Might be not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, homie who can just fucking hover.
Homie
He's
who
fine.
can just hover. You're not feeling that, but you are feeling the rain, homie. It is still pouring down rain if you're walking outside.
I mean, that's fine.
Homie, let me ride on your back.
I thought we brought our umbrellas anyway.
You did.
Yeah, so what the fuck?
You're just standing in
It's
the
raining.
air.
I'll pull out that bitch.
Okay, just standing in the air with the umbrella on. Everyone else is dry in the wagon, if they'd like to be. And yeah, you pull up on what looks to be definitely the site of a battle. There are loose signs of combat that, based on just a cursory glance, probably was within the last hour or so. It's not super recent, but it's also not like a day. Hasn't been like a day. There are these strange kind of large talon or dual-clawed divots in the ground as if something heavy and quadruped kind of moved through the area recently, and it's not small. Whatever was here recently looked like it was probably a huge machine. There are several trees and boulders that have been blown through completely. Debris and metal fragments strewn about the landscape. And the remnants of probably some loose explosive weaponry kind of strewn on the ground as well. And lastly, there is sorry, my throat's a bit parched right now. Lastly, there are several destroyed constructs with notable stab wounds through their sides and abdomens, and a strange kind of metalless, kind of like metallic, almost weirdly kind of the word that comes to mind is veiny kind of like mesh across parts of them.
That's nasty.
That is what you see. You can, as far as what you can like see around and hear, homie, the rain is making it actually a little bit difficult to hear things, believe it or not. Just like in terms of the notable sounds. But you don't detect anything out of the ordinary, at least moving around in the area. Though I will say, and this might not be super surprising considering an attack just happened, you don't see that many creatures around the area, but again, it looks like this was at least within the last 4 hours or so attack, so that's not maybe the most uncommon thing to find. But yeah, that's just what you note at the moment. So who wants to start rolling a? You can inspect the construct bodies. Go ahead, sorry, homie. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, that's what was attack the construct?
Yes, these are all machines that seem to be. The bodies of machines are laid about the place. Yep. But yeah, you have options if you want to. You can maybe inspect the construct bodies if you'd like that are remaining. You can, homie's already surveying the area, so. Can you what?
I wouldn't mind rolling an inspection. I've got a 4.
Cool.
Not bad.
Someone can also roll a knowledge engineering on the wounds and such on these constructs. The medical is not.
I'd rather do that. I'd rather roll an engineering. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do the.
Well, you're doing the
inspection,
awareness, so I'll have
that.
Starsha do the inspection. Unless someone else has got a better inspection than Starsha. It's not currently keeping an eye out.
I can look at Rebecca, but
Go ahead.
I don't think most people would have more than me for it.
You're probably right about that.
Rebecca does not have an inspection. Okay.
As in, like, it's not worth noting?
Nope.
Starsha's got a 7.
Maybe.
So,
Yeah,
right,
that's
Rebecca's
great.
got a 7. Oh, no, you're not talking about Rebecca. You're talking about...
Wait, what? Hold on.
You said same.
Rebecca does not have a plus.
Who are you talking about when you said same?
Feldt and Rebecca, neither one of them have an inspection. That's what I meant by same.
Oh, okay. I was confused because I just said she's got a 7 and then you were like same. I was like, oh wait, then who's got the... Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
no, I meant, I looked at Rebecca and then I looked at Feldt, one of them. Yeah.
No, you're fine. That was just badly timed on my part. Anyway,
Yeah.
so 7.
I've got a 6 engineering though.
I don't believe. Yeah, no, you beat Starsha by 2 with your engineering. So.
Alrighty. I hate life.
What did you get? That
a fucking 9
is not good. Would anyone like to help? I guess Fari could help you. I didn't actually check what Fari's plus is. Yeah, Starsha's probably good on the inspection, so Fari will come over and help you with her knowledge. What is it again?
Engineering?
What is your plus?
A 6?
Fari has a 10.
That's crazy. But not surprising.
Not
But
surprising.
it is crazy.
The crazy thing is that that's the reduced number.
Yeah.
If it considering what Fari said about feeling weaker, yeah, and then Starsha's follow up about, well, I still think you're like,
if she's versed with it, I imagine it'd be at least 2 higher.
yes,
minimum.
She is double.
Is
She's
it
double
proper?
versed. She's expertise.
Oh, so like maybe 4 higher.
Mhm.
Look, my
Yes.
resourcefulness is good. My resourcefulness.
No, this isn't to
probably
say that
top-notch.
your
I
like resourcefulness is bad. It's just that like Fari is specialized.
No,
in
I
technology.
know. Yeah, I just kind of happen to have a decent plus in it.
All right, 22. That's
I
enough.
mean, I only have a +2.
So
Really good
Fari will come over as you're kind of searching. We'll do you first, Marliana. So as you're kind of looking around the constructs, and you notice this kind of nasty, like, wiry mesh that's over some of the wounds and such. These constructs don't look to be, like, in a stasis or anything. Like, they're not, like, in a powered down state. These things are husks. They're dead. The wounds, I mean, as much as you can call them wounds, the punctures and the damage done to these things is not just done to infect them. These things have been, like, ripped apart in a lot of cases. But there is some notable things. And while at first you're not exactly sure what to glean of them, you kind of try to think back to the stories that you and the books you read at your uncle's, and a lot of stuff kind of overlaps. You're in kind of a bit kind of confuses you. Fari kind of comes over and directs you a little bit and kind of helps guide you a little bit through the process of autopsying these machines. She kind of puts like a set of engineering tools to the side, and you can see she starts taking out different like almost like a scanner that kind of traces across the wound. She takes this little small like kind of, it looks like a scalpel, but like when she presses a button, it kind of vibrates the blade and kind of cuts across some of the metal plating. Delicately, but kind of removes certain sections of the construct to kind of see more internal damage and stuff like that. And she will look over and say to you, these wounds, I've read about many of them before, and this definitely confirms our suspicions from yesterday. These are, well, I'll tell you this much. These aren't just normal wounds you would see on or damages you'd see on a construct out in the wilds. Obviously, it's a puncture wound of some kind on this one. But this mesh is only known to occur from a couple of types of constructs. It is, well, I wasn't quite as certain until now, but I am now. It's a corruptor. Loosely what they're called. Based on the way these constructs were left along as well, and the fact that their mind cores have... She kind of takes like a gloved hand and tears off like a panel on the torso of this thing. I see. Looks like most of them have been removed, I'd imagine. She's like looking in, and you can see in the chest cavity where there would be like a kind of whirring core, or even just like a partially damaged one. It's been just like torn out the back. There's like a hole in the back of it now. Maybe it was trying to look for something?
Say their cores were ripped out?
Yes.
I didn't hear the one word.
Yes, they were torn out. They were ripped through. So the core, specifically the one that she was crouched down and looking at with you, it looks like something punctured through the chest and then tore the core out the back. Basically like skewering it, I should say.
Right. Is that an attack, or are they trying to collect cores?
That's the part I'm not sure about. Usually corruptors are, well, to be more direct, built on corrupting. I'm not exactly sure the purpose I'm not exactly sure the purpose they are here, but many times they'll go into an area and attempt to overtake the, we'll say, system or the active network. Why they do this is not exactly known. There can be a variety of reasons. Some believe the corruptors serve a purpose in kind of, how could you say, testing the network's capabilities to resist outside stimuli. Things like strengthen their systems to avoid hacking and the like. Others think that they're a foreign type of construct that was built almost as a way against the architects and other ancient civilizations, and now they roam just simply, well, without their masters to act out their old autonomous action and directives. Past that, though, not really sure. But what is known is at least what they cause, and it's never really good. If I was able
to know where to try to figure out like how much I know about corruptors?
That was ironically what the knowledge engineering was for, but you can try to roll me a knowledge technological if you like. I'll let you roll.
I wouldn't mind doing that. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Come on, dice, give me good. Yeah, 21.
21. Pretty much everything Fari is relaying to you is about what you would kind of remember and glean from some of the books that you would have read. Nothing particularly jumps out. Obviously, Fari seems very, at least, knowledgeable of these things. And the fact that she even can relay, like, the kind of ideas people have about why corruptors were made, it definitely shows her knowledge around the subject. There really isn't a lot of consensus on why corruptors exist. They are, I mean, again, as you said, the name kind of implies what they do, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense, at least from what most Architekian and other like ancient technology scholars believe, for these things to like really exist in the network, because they kind of act counterintuitive to how you'd expect it. That's why most believe that they were created by any type of ancient civilization. Either it had to have been an opposing one, or it had to have been some deliberate intent to test the system for failures, so that they could be like worked against, so to speak. For instance, it's not known if corruptors are made in the same facilities as these other constructs. There has not, at least at the moment, as far as most colloquial knowledge knows, been a corruptor facility that's been ever discovered. Like, no one has seen a place that's like, this develops corruptors and sends them out. Like, that hasn't been found. Some believe that corruptors can be actually made in any facility, and that's why they haven't found one directly that's made for making corruptors yet. But at the same time, no one has seen a corruptor be fabricated. They found the old chassis of some, but never one that was like being in the process of being made, which is something that other constructs have been. Like, they found facilities where like they go into the basement, and find like, oh, like these hoisted up constructs waiting for a machine, like a machine core or mine core like connection, are being fabricated here. They've never found that really with a fabrication place like that, but for corruptors. So yeah, that's about it.
Interesting. Bar, you're one smart lady.
And says, well, she kind of sits up now and kind of brushes herself off. I was quite studied when it came to Everglow's technological sector. Corruptors were something of a hunt, you could say, subject for us. We needed to understand a lot of how they worked, considering that Gara has quite a few of them that roam the area, roam their lands. They were quite well about dealing with them when they appear. What was that?
Maybe we should look into it more, eventually.
Perhaps, but I will say it is quite rare to find them out in lapses, at least out in the consortium area. This might be one of the this might be the most recent attack, I should say. Or, not most recent attack, most recent occurrence, but I think the last occurrence was maybe only, if I had to think, maybe 10, 12 years ago? At least something that could be traced back to maybe the Lapis province. They're very rare. Which is probably a good thing.
So if we do come across one, we should probably preserve it and research it.
If we come across one, we probably should avoid it. Corruptors are not weak by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Gina says, in fact, I'd argue that every construct we've fought so far has been, well, something a corruptor could easily kill, or corrupt, no pun intended, more so than we could deal with a group of.
Well, I understand. But if we are unlucky, maybe if we do come across one, we should try and preserve it. I can take things down without destroying. So can Homie.
I'd be more worried about it. She was more worried about it killing us than anything. Unlike the other constructs that might be in offensive mode, that might try to not, well, kill you, but just knock you out or subdue you. These ones are known to kill people. Actively seek them out, too.
Okay. Well, then cross our fingers. Hopefully we don't run into one. At least not when we're not fully healthy. Talking mostly about myself.
Thanks. Though, one's in this area. That's quite troubling indeed. But I wonder, and that's when Starsha is like, you can see Starsha's looking around as well. So she's gathering from the machines while that's happening. Fari's gonna look at one of the constructs and she will fish around and she kind of grabs some, she kind of latches onto something. She's like, oh, I got one. And she'll yank it out and she will pull out what looks to be a damaged mine core. The damage of this. She'll look over at you and say, the damage this has taken. It's not. There's a good chance that this won't necessarily last that long. We could try to I could try to perform an emergency repair, or hack into it immediately. I don't have any repair kits, so I'll have to try with just the tools I have if we want to repair. But if I fail, that means that this thing is kaput. If I hack into it immediately, I might be able to garner some information, though. But most likely, after I do, the construct's core will fail.
Maybe Homie or I could help with that? Probably, or likely Homie.
Perhaps.
Or Starsha.
Homie, what's your knowledge technological? Oh, I don't know where Homie's not here right now.
Oh, no, I'm paying it right now. Technological is a 2.
Okay,
I've got a 4.
Not you. Oh, please
I've got a
don't
4.
tell
It's
me.
not terrible.
Please don't
If you
tell
ever
me
want
the
some
Starsha's.
planes or planets, come to me, or some soul energy.
Starsha's got a 5, but Starsha's currently inspecting. She can't. Well,
I don't mind helping.
are you
I'm
versed?
not versed, though.
That won't help. Is anyone versed in
Guys,
knowledge
it's Zero.
technological?
Zero don't help.
You say it's Jai Zero.
Listen, I got this. You are denying my luck.
Well, the person that has the highest plus is Fari. But if
Well, I
someone's-
imagine Ori has the highest plus. It'd be nice if we could aid her,
Jesus.
but we can't.
Yeah, Fari has the highest plus. You might, honestly, you might not even really need the aid, but like, well, you know what? We'll see. Yeah. Alright. She'll try. Would someone like to roll me a d20?
I wish I could give her my human die. Hey, 17?
That, I think,
Bruh,
actually is...
Look, you've been rolling high whole session. For the most part.
17. Yeah, that's enough. So, this was to hack... What was this? To hack into the core immediately?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Alright, so, on a success...
I gotta ask Fari to teach me about hacking, because that's like the one bit of technology I'm not good at.
Me too. I got the override
Oh, no.
device.
That's fine. Well, I'll just read this as it is. You begin to swiftly, because we'll say that Marliana, you're kind of over her shoulder for this moment. Probably Homie as well. As Fari begins to swiftly scour the cores for usable data, you can see she has like a little pocket override device she's using. It definitely is heavily corrupted based on like what's on the screen. That's just multiple files and like inquiries and logs that has been recorded from this thing that are completely just garbled and just a mess of data. You're not quite you're quite sure that whatever got into this thing's head hit its tracks relatively well based on this damage, but not well enough for Fari, at least not entirely. She's able to latch on to a string of data pertaining to location information for a couple of places. Seems something that most likely this corruptor was interested in. Gareth might, be interested in some of these places as well, and maybe some of you as well. But there's other miscellaneous data as well as it pertains to chassis and fabrication data for certain types of constructs in the area. And the following. So I will go ahead and copy this. But one of these places...
I'm so glad, 'cause I was ready to just type words.
Yeah, one of these places is garbled, as in it's you're gonna get a knowledge point for it, but it doesn't necessarily give you all the information for it yet. But if you go to, we're gonna say error facility. There we go. Go to dev voice, and there's where your information will be. For the facilities known as the Ares Fall Facility, Seeker Zen 2 Geothermal Facility, and then another arid facility. After a couple of brief moments, after a couple brief moments after scouring that information, the core begins to kind of like flash and flicker with the last bit of life it has in it before dimming completely. Farah kind of sits up and she says, "Well, there's that." This core is basically done, but maybe the husk could still be used for something. Gareth might want it to see. Ooh, sorry, I was yawning.
Well, you got more than any of us could have done.
I'm sure with enough tries that you could have done so. Though, I guess this was a time of the essence thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, you did good.
I'm
glad you're with
the Starsha voice. She kind of gives you like a nod. Well, thank you. Meanwhile, yeah, I was just looking at the inspection check. Starsha got a 16, was it? Yes. Plus or 7, so that was a 23.
Yep.
Ah. That's unfortunate. Does
maybe Homie could have helped with that?
Homie couldn't have because he's keeping an eye out, and it'll be important in a moment. So right after that happens, Homie, you hear the sound of something striding through and walking towards some of the constructs. You turn your head, and as your ears flop to the sound and your eyes pinpoint the figures, you see what looks to be two large metallic alligator-looking creatures, or constructs, I should say. That walk through the
Alligator
brush.
constructs?
Yep. Their eyes
That sounds really cool.
slightly tinted blue as they crawl around the brush and the mud, seemingly undeterred by the muck and such, almost like this is just natural environment for them. They move over. Yep, I figured. They move over.
What?
You good?
Yeah.
Alright. I feel like you might be starting to drift. But
No, they move over.
alright. But yes, the constructs will move over and drift over. They'll move over to you. or to where you guys all are. Are you going to do anything?
No. They don't.
Probably
Or
step
what?
away
What
from
color are the eyes?
Premonitions.
Blue. Seems like a light blue.
They don't seem hostile.
They walk past you. One of them stops with its mouth kind of open, looking at you. You can see these razor kind of sharp, kind of grinding almost gears in their mouth. And then it kind of scans, turns, walks over to a construct, one of the ones that you just, the one that Star just tore out the thing from, bites down on it, and then you can hear the jaws kind of clamp, lock, and then those teeth inside begin to just grind down the metal. And yeah, they begin just going over to the discarded, and decaying constructs to grind them down. They do
Mario,
not.
what are these? But I also kind of want to make a check myself.
Yes, go ahead. You can roll one. Knowledge, technological, or knowledge, or a knowledge engineer. I'll let you do either. Jai, feel free to roll as well. You are present, even if you don't have the best roll.
I have a 0.
No
I don't know
fucking
if-
shot. I hate life.
You might want to roll.
Okay, I'll
'cause
try.
apparently, even with a good plus, I'm guessing it didn't go well.
Got a nat fucking 1.
Damn. You've never heard the word technology before in your entire life.
Yes.
That is cap as hell.
What is technology?
I was
I rolled a
born with
19.
technology. I had that on my whole soul.
Well,
But I just was
while you
dumbfounded
are
because
aware of
fucking-
technology, you do not know anything about these. You are fascinated by them, it sounds like, but you are not aware of what these are. I mean, it seems like there can be a bunch of different types of beast constructs, and you're very curious to find out more about them.
Right. You say there were 2 of them?
Yes, they're going
Am I
like
remembering?
down. Yeah, you're correct. They're going to like construct to construct and grinding them down. Some of them take a little bit longer. They're able to grind them down pretty quickly. Their mouths are big enough that they can fit most of these things' bodies in their almost in their entire mouth before they grind them down. Once they grind them down, you can see they kind of inside their body, they kind of extrude some of this metal. You can see them kind of heat up a bit, and then they spit out what looks to be kind of cube or like tube-like structured ground up pieces of these constructs that they didn't load onto like a pallet that is kind of behind them attached to their tail.
I got a 19.
That is more than enough.
Pick up the scrap?
Yep. Sorry, say it again?
The scrap that they're dropping.
Oh, they're putting it on a pallet, and then they're taking it with them.
Oh, I'm not gonna mess with that process. I
Yeah.
thought they were just dropping it.
No,
and
they're
walking
not just
past- I didn't-
grinding it and then leaving them in the cubes and stuff. There's a pallet they brought with them. They are currently loading it onto the pallet, and then they come back and grind more.
Okay, that's
Don't worry, Starsha's already been gathering from some of them, so you are gonna get something anyway. That being said, Jai, while technology wasn't necessarily your main subject of study, at least as it pertained to obviously alchemical studies in terms of technology, that was interesting you. Other machines, not so much, but you had a few friends and acquaintances, close and otherwise, that would have perused the technology aspects of the academy. And one of them definitely talked about how there's various types of beast frame constructs believed to have been created by the Seekers, another ancient civilization that lived during the Architects' time and actually was just as potent, if not more so, than the Architects, yada yada yada. There was specifically a type of construct he mentioned, or two, that were known for grinding up the bodies of constructs that had been destroyed in combat to keep the environment clean. See, most of the beast frame constructs, despite them actually being combat capable, were actually seemingly made, it seems, it were seemingly made to keep the environment and ecology somewhat comfortable and unpolluted. Obviously, these machines could be very bad for like the environment if left to like rust and otherwise an environment naturally. Different animals cutting themselves on like debris and such. So as they mentioned, the creators of these constructs, that they assume, made them to be like ecological surveyors. To that extent, shave gators, as they're called, are meant to be a grinder of leftover machines and debris from different things that happen. And not just for constructs from their network, too. Multiple battles in history, the reason why you don't see like a lot of the debris and like things left over is because they went and cleared out a lot of the machinery and metal left over from them. Weapons have been discarded, armor pieces and such like that, armored knight vehicles. These constructs will find them and grind them down, load them up into pallets, and then take them back to different facilities. There you go.
I was gonna relay this information to Marliana.
Yay! Should we follow them? Where do they go? Or
Start.
let's continue on.
Starsha will kind of lean up from where she's been kind of. You can see she's kind of put some of the stuff in the wagon and in the crates you have, or boxes you have, and she's like, I don't necessarily think it'd be the best idea. Whew. There's a good chance that the facility they go to will be guarded like the facility the Waypoint Tower. In fact, there's an argument to be made that it might be guarded more, we'll say, dangerously, or guarded more, well, I should say. If that's where they're being made, and I imagine that would be the thing I would do at least.
That does make sense. Is there a way you can find out where they're going without us going there ourselves?
Maybe. She kind of thinks.
But if
Maybe
there's
beneficial.
risk, we don't need to take that.
It might be beneficial for you to track her, so leave
That's
us
what I was
something.
gonna say. If we could tag them, but I don't have anything that I could do to tag them. Maybe Gareth has something. I guess that wouldn't help here. Thari kind of shakes her head. Unfortunately, I don't either, at the moment at least. But there are devices like Starsha say, they could help you. Or sorry, they could help you. Signal emitter, things like that.
Then we'll just have to leave at our mission.
Starsha says, it seems like your side did well on things. As for us, I guess I should say me. I got this, and she will point into the crate that you guys are by. Or sorry, not point to the crate. She will motion towards the vehicle, and she will say, she found. I haven't actually rolled it yet because I was waiting. Who wants to roll?
I trust my dice.
mean,
What do I need to roll?
Alright.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sorry.
It's a damn
Nah,
shame
you go.
that she was 2 off from getting the max inspection for this.
Damn.
And
I wish I could give my human die to other people. That'd be nice.
Mhm.
Oh well.
Too bad we don't have an Emiko with the G-Con feat, or lineage feat.
Shit, or just like a vocalist.
Yeah, that
vocalist
as
sure
well.
would be nice.
Vocalist. Or a rhythmic flourisher. I think they can give it as well, right?
Oh, can they do that?
I think they can. I don't
We
think it's
could
the
use
same
it,
level, but still.
Yeah.
Either way, it would be nice. Unless, is there anything I can do? One moment. I didn't actually check if there's anything I could do to boost this. Maybe I should.
what would you like me to roll?
Oh, right. I'm I'm sorry. I was looking to see if I could boost this up. So, someone please write these names after I say the things for them. You know what? I'll let Eli be the one that does this. You can do it in the Echo Stardust chat. So,
I like writing.
1d6 plus 2. And this will be for Sparkers.
Okay.
1d6 plus 2.
Yes.
Are these the rolls where being high doesn't necessarily matter?
No, you want to be high
Yeah,
here because these
we
are the
we
items.
want big number.
Yes.
We want big number.
This is how much items you're getting.
I rolled a 7.
That's good. Alright, 7 Sparkers. 4d6 plus 12, and that'll be for metal shards.
1 second. I'm just typing this down so I don't forget it as well.
Cool.
I'm writing this stuff down if you just want to roll it.
Okay, that works.
I like writing everything.
There.
I support it. What's the second roll?
46 plus
46.
12.
Plus 12.
Bet.
I'm guessing.
27.
My guess is going to be higher than that.
37? That's not terrible.
I got a
27.
nat 1 for one of the rolls.
I'm pretty
It'd
sure
be
that's
like
pretty
that.
good, actually. 37?
I mean, 27 out of 46
Yeah.
is that. I mean,
Oh, you said
out
27.
of
I thought you
so-
said 37.
27.
No.
20.
Okay, I mistake.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Alright. After that, 2d6 plus 8, and that is for copper wires.
These are all
2d6
nice.
plus 8.
Plus 8. 6 plus 8.
14, that was a bad roll.
That wasn't the best, but that's
Damn.
okay. Alright.
I
Power cells 1d4 plus 1.
Hmm.
Four.
Alright.
Damn.
Wait, why are you saying
1,
damn?
2.
That's...
I got a
got
2 because I rolled a nat.
okay.
I spelled
Next,
cells with the
2d6 plus 4, and this is for remnant shards.
D6 plus 4.
Yes.
If I roll another nat 1, I'm having someone else roll the rest. I don't trust my dice.
It'd be fine.
Well, I rolled a 13. That was actually a good roll.
That was a good roll.
That's a really good
Ish.
roll. Yeah.
2d6 plus 4 again, and this is for silver wires. Putting on my light glasses, one moment.
D6 plus.
Alright, I'm back.
I got a better roll than last time. I got a 14.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Hey, damn. Damn.
And then you just get one
Oh.
small machine core. You don't need to roll for this. You just get one small machine core.
Okay.
And then yeah, it is a shame that. Nah, I don't think. What did you get on your one thing, Jai? On your remember your premonition die?
I can tell you. I wrote half of it down.
Okay. I'll trust Eli's judgment. I'm gonna look for it, but I'm gonna trust Eli's judgment.
Damn, where the hell is this fucking?
You know what I didn't
piece
roll?
there?
I
There
don't
it
think
is.
I rolled.
It was
I
a
don't think
2 and an 18. You got a 2 and an 18.
Did you use the 18?
I
Neither of
did
them have
use the
been.
18 already.
Did you
Oh,
really?
wait, I
Oh.
did.
Oh, you
Wait, if I
did.
did
Wait,
already.
no.
Yeah, you did.
No, I
I
don't think
think
you
you
did.
did. I think you did.
But
I'm
Damn,
trying to remember
I
what
should
it
not
was
open
on
it.
because I can't remember off the top of my head.
look, I
I
write
remember
down
early
almost
on in the
every
day.
check.
Wait. Didn't you use it during the conversation earlier on in this day when you guys were talking about like there was a check that I think you used it on, and I think the
Look,
reason I remember it is because I remember mentioning, "Are you sure you want to use it right now?" And you were like, "Yeah, I don't want to start off with a red roll."
you say that, but again, I try and write down every check that happened.
I do
Just
not
because
remember.
I really I I I'm trying my best to write down all the significant
Give
rolls.
me one. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. I'm gonna go look real quick.
Yeah,
All right, so
I'm
we
not
went back
paused.
and checked. The reason I brought that up, technically, I shouldn't say this because this is a bit gaming the system here, but they can use this role for other people, not just themselves. And
You know what's fair though? You know what's
what?
fair? Jai was near Starsha when Starsha started their inspection, and there weren't many other people
Oh, you
around.
know
And
what? I miscounted. I did miss. Don't use your 18. I just realized I miscounted. I think they would need a 19 because no wait,
Is
18.
there anything that would give it a plus?
No, an 18 would work. An 18 would work. Because what did Starsha roll? Did Starsha roll a 16? Is that what I might have? I'm tripping now. One moment.
I can tell you the
Yes,
last
Starsha
roll you
rolled a
made.
16.
The last
Starsha
roll
rolled
you
a
made
16. The 12 was Fari.
you did say you were two away,
Yep. Okay,
and
so 18
that
would do it.
math.
18 would get them to 25. All right. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. The math is blending in my brain. So if you use the 18, that would get them to the 25.
Oh,
But
okay.
you have to use the 18.
I'll use 18.
Yep. Also, I need to remember that you're not the only one that has that ability, and I need to roll someone else as well. But that's okay. In that case,
I wouldn't mind doing that, keeping track of it. I mean,
yeah, if you
again,
want
I'm
to do
trying to
that,
keep
that
track.
would be a very good help to me.
Should I roll right now?
Let
Or
me check
just
to make
leave it
sure.
for the?
Leave it for the day, because I might have rolled it down, and I need to check if I did.
I'll do it next time then.
Yeah, it looks like I'll check it later. All right, so important thing. What'd you get? You got. Oh, none of these are rolls, but there are three more things you're gonna get. 2 processors, 2 surging coils, and 2 medium machine cores.
2 processors, 2
Surging coils.
And what was the last one?
2 medium machine cores.
Thank you.
All right. And you guys did not attack the Shavgaters, the Shave Getters. And you did not. No, you did do.
Yeah, but that could have been an encounter. Ah.
It could have. It would not have been as easy as you might have think it might have been.
I would never assume that that would have been an easy.
Also, I'll say right now that might not be the. That might have been really bad had you have done that. As Starsha
No,
is
I
saying that,
assumed that would have been very.
and you all are looking through these, looking at like what you guys got. A sound can be heard in the distance. Homie. What was your awareness? It was
I
good,
think
if I
it was
remember
a
correctly. It was a 17. Was it 17 flat? Like as in
No,
that's what he
it was a
rolled?
17 plus. 17 plus. He rolled a 17.
He rolled a 17.
So it's probably like a 20 math. 25.
Wait, are
Probably
you sure it's a
25.
17? I don't see a 17. Oh wait, no, there it is. Yeah, I see it. Was that? Wait,
It wasn't the 4. The 4 was something. I'm pretty sure it was a
the
17.
4 was something else. It was. I know that wasn't it. I'm looking. I'm thinking it was the 18, but I could be wrong.
Where's the 18?
No, the
Oh,
17
wait.
was something else. The 17 was something. I do remember it being something else now. What was it? What was it? What was it? What was it? That was something for Fari, if I remember correctly.
Because it wasn't the 15. The plus
was-
4 wouldn't make sense.
No, it was. It was the. I think it was the 18. I think it's the 18.
And it
'Cause-
wasn't the 19 because he has a higher plus. Like I think it was a 17. I don't
No,
think
it wasn't.
could have been
Fari rolled. Fari rolled for something, and he rolled for Fari.
No, but I'm just saying it was after like I scrolled up to my empowered strike, and then it would have had to been after that. He rolled a 17 plus 2, it wouldn't have been that.
Empowered
And then
strike.
he rolled
Wait, empowered. Where do you see empowered strike?
I scrolled up.
You scrolled up way
And
too
so
hard.
I scrolled up to
the
the com-
awareness would have been after
Well, no,
the
I scrolled up
encounter.
I looked at every roll he rolled after and then I got to empowered strike.
I'm
It wasn't
nowhere near an
17
empowered
plus
strike.
2.
It was in like
It
the
wasn't
last
the 11
several
plus
rolls.
4.
Because it was after he rolled the resource nodes,
I think
remember?
it had to have been the 7. Like, I don't think it could have been anything but the 17.
No, it's the 18. The 11 plus 7.
Was it?
It had to have
Plus
been.
7.
Because that's after he rolled the resource nodes. And that was when you guys would have left out of the area to go to the one place. Or go to where you guys are currently.
That does seem right. But then what was that 17 for?
I don't see where you're even seeing a 17. The 17 plus 2?
In between my 21 and my nat 1.
21 in your nat
I rolled
one?
a 17
I just
plus
told you
4,
that
and
was
then I rolled a
that
nat
was
1.
for a thing he rolled for Fari.
Then yeah, I guess you're right.
Because they couldn't have, so the thing is, I know it's not the 17 because of the nat 1 you just rolled recently. I know it has to, that's why I'm like, it's either that or it was the 15, but I don't think it was the 15 because I'm pretty sure his awareness is a plus 7.
That does sound right. Oh, then he got an 18. Yeah.
Unless I mean, I haven't heard him say anything. And I can
Yeah, I imagine we're gonna have to try pretty hard to get him back.
That's fine. I imagine we're stopping in a moment. I'm gonna give you a cliffhanger though.
Yes.
I just had to read something. And there's a reason why I needed to know what he got. Because it was gonna determine how much time you had or something. So why is that not working? Okay, now I can tab back in. I don't know why it wasn't letting me tab back in. As you guys are looking through things, homie's ears, for a moment, kind of slightly lift. Starsha's as well, for a second. Same with Fari. And they all kind of turn into the distance. Then they just kind of like shrug and look back towards towards like the constructs and stuff. What is well, I see a new roll that Lewis rolled. I don't know why. Was Lewis saying something and I can't hear it? What was happening?
I don't hear anything.
Okay. I think it's just I think he just rolled to roll. That or it's delayed. It very well could be that. Either way. He's just rolling the roll. So, after a few moments, there is a stepping. There is the sound of footsteps off, not too far, maybe a good, you think at first, 100 feet. But then they just disappear, and you think for a moment, homie, it's like you maybe think you're just hearing the rain, and it just sounded like footsteps. Because when you look in the distance, you don't see anything. Like there's nothing visually there. You don't see anything upturning dirt or something, and you look back. Right? Like you look away, kind of just not disregarding it. After a couple of maybe like a minute later, you faintly hear like it sounds almost like an arcing, like the sound of static, like when static chirps a bit. And you look off and you see the shave gator, and you can see there's a little bit of arcs of lightning kind of on its back. And that's you kind of imagine that's the sound, but then you listen a little bit more intently, and you realize that the sound can't be coming from the shave gator. It is way too kind of distant sounding, almost like echoey. And then you can hear one more thing. That static sound begins to arc louder and almost cacophonous before you see something just in a snap tear through one of the shave gators, cutting it completely in half. A large light, and everyone else would see this as well, as a light just explodes out of the forest, carving through the shave gator, separating it in twine. The other shave gator kind of looks immediately. Its eyes kind of begin to flash from that blue to a little bit of like kind of start to turn to that red before another kind of like series of shots ring out from the distance. These kind of arcs of blue lightning kind of tearing through the sky and hit it. It doesn't destroy the other gator, but it does damage it severely and kind of seize it up slightly. As you can hear, again, the footsteps of something and that slight buzzing sound. In the distance, actually no longer in the distance, nearly about 30 feet from you, going along what looks to be a torn apart path of trees that have been ripped apart by this beam, is an odd humanoid construct. Swarming around above the sky are these drones that kind of float with it as well. And as you all see this thing, a rifle kind of in its arm beginning to arc and discharge energy where it looks like it just fired from. It's kind of walking. It doesn't almost seem like it's even paying attention much to you as it's looking towards like the machines that it just destroyed. And then its head kind of creaks up, looking over in your direction. And then it zeroes in on something or someone specifically. Starsha.
Yeah, no, I knew that. I gotta step in the way. I gotta step in the way.
That is where
I
we're
wouldn't
going
mind wasting a blast maneuverability to get in the way of that.
That's
If
where we're
I'm
gonna
too
end.
far away.
That's where we're gonna end.
Man.
So, if you would like to know what happens next, as it seems something, we'll say someone's premonition might be occurring at this moment. Or, Feldt, we'll say. We'll have to see what happens next, as this might be a little bit more of a hard fight than what the party was originally planning on happening here. And yeah, something might have found its primary target. We'll have to see what the party does to deal with it. We would like to thank all of you for coming on by to listen to today's session. I know we are ending at a little bit of an abrupt time, but people will be sleepy, and also, good cliffhangers. You know, we got to get you back for the next one. One of us is going so sleep deprived, crazy. They're currently rolling randomly. But that's okay. We will see you in the next one. Don't forget, of course, if you'd like to try out Dream Forge for yourself, you can do so by going to the description box below, going to our Discord, where you can join and you can find out more about how to play, where to get all the information and stuff like that, and join in groups. Of course, we'll have more information about the campaign setting that will be released, the free one, I guess I should say, soon as well. And also, of course, if you'd like to just see some of the artwork and things like that, you can find that also in our link tree in the link in the description below too. Of course, go ahead and browse the channel if you'd like to know more stuff as it pertains to not just Dreamforge, but all of us, as we like to do some gaming content occasionally as well. And we will see you all in the next session or episode. Toodles.
See ya.